Yeah, make sure she has the right audio output selected and it's turned up.
Default devices, things like that. If there's an equalizer, make sure that's not screwing with things. I had that problem a few times.
And we're frozen too, so that doesn't help.
Nice.
It's all too much. 5 was bad enough.
You
4?
broke it.
That's not cool. Oh, that just showed up, but our videos aren't moving. Wonder why that is.
Is OBS paused in any way, shape, or form?
Nope, it is not.
I don't know then.
It's moving now.
Oh yeah, it is. Okay. There we go. All right, I'm going to see if I can help Nakia with her sound issues real quick. I'll be right back.
Sounds good. Twitch, why do you gotta autoplay stuff? Stop. Oh god, my ears. Swear I updated my password like 10 times now. Could you please remember it?
Nope, absolutely not.
I don't know why, but the names in the chat are... What was it?
I don't even think I'm following Sean's Twitch.
How dare you?
How rude.
No, this is just streaming under Mad Hermit Games.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, after mine.
Oh, no, that's not... I hate having multiple accounts sometimes. It's necessary, but I hate it.
Multiple accounts on what?
Everything. Just different emails, different passwords, different fucking spam filters and everything. That's... What? Huh? Is my copy and paste working okay? What the fuck? It just spammed a bunch of ones when I was trying to enter a security code.
Others can hear you though too, so.
Can you hear him?
Oh, I hear something.
Huh?
Oh, we hear
Hey,
you.
mic's working.
All right, sweet. I hear myself.
A little on the quiet side, but yeah.
Oh, they said I'm quiet.
Just a little bit. That's not bad.
Teeny bit.
As long as Tim's quiet, we can hear you just fine.
Is it a bit loud on my end?
Yeah, when it goes up.
Yeah, I can just turn you down though, but yeah.
Oh, no, that's fine. Here, let me
Get on there.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait, how's this sound?
Sound
More
fine.
muffled.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is pretty good then, right about here?
Yeah. I mean, it sounds a little windy when you talk, but...
A little windy. I don't even know what that means.
I don't know. I just hear whatever your background noise is, we're picking it up every time you talk.
Oh, yeah, the vent. Wow, it's that sensitive?
Well, it only picks up when you talk.
Yeah, but I don't like that. There's supposed to be noise suppression.
All right, so we're gonna hold off with where they're at in the dungeon for the time being. Let's see, Gurky and Timaeus, or should I just call you Tim? How do you want to be referred to here?
Tim is fine.
What's your pronoun? All right, Tim. So the two of you have been hired sometime in the past, and it's been a few weeks travel, but you were hired, and you're not entirely sure whom. The note said by a man named Brecklin. Excuse me. You were hired because of your potential prowess, and yet you're still young and malleable, Mr. Wizard. And Mr. Rogue, you were hired because of your ability and keen senses, and you were needed. Oh, there went all the video.
Oh.
So you guys are on a trek up north to some very cold lands. You're coming to a village called Sky Spike. We're actually going to have you there for about a day or so. You guys see the stone tower here in the background?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you guys got to Sky Spike, a village of about 300 people, you're escorted into the town by a series of dwarves, and they just kind of, I wouldn't say kept you hidden, but they didn't really take you into the main portion of town. They took you right over to the tower where you met Brecklin, kind of this withered, aged old dwarf, and very gruff. Brecklin, Breklin.
Okay.
And I've got everybody's cameras messed up, so I'm just going to have to fix it.
Just trying to take some notes here.
I don't blame you.
But
What was that, Caleb? You were cutting out.
I don't have a notebook for that.
Caleb, online notes exist, or digital notes, I should say. You don't
But
need
that's no
everything on
fun.
paper.
It's easier to partition, do charts, do different sections for different things. It's easier to do that in a book. Yeah?
All right. Almost got this worked
No,
out.
I mean, I'm kind of liking
Wait.
OneNote. Works pretty well.
Also, medieval adventurers don't have online notes.
Why is there two Tims?
It's because I'm still
There's two
getting.
Tims and no Brahms.
Yep,
There's two
I'm
of
working
me.
on it. You guys are spying and trying to. I see what you're doing. All right. Yeah, when the videos are offline, they change places with people as soon as they come back online. So there we go. Everybody all lined up?
For the most part, looks like Nakia could be brought up a
Yep.
little bit, a little off center there, but otherwise pretty much fine.
Okay, just a second. You're getting some weird overlay, but that's okay.
Yeah, Tim's hanging out in the main screen.
Can you hear us, Nakia?
What?
Oh, yeah, I guess that would be a yes. All right. All right, so you guys have been hired and brought into this tower here in the middle of the town. Like I said, small, quaint village, kind of a barbarian. A lot of people wearing furs. Everything's made out of wood except for this tower. And you met the lead dwarf there, Brecklin, Breklin. Withered, kind of a jerk, really. But he greets you into town and he introduces himself as an entrepreneur and somebody that's after valuables, especially gems and things of that nature. There is a ruins up near here, the Sky Spike ruins, that he wanted you to investigate. He doesn't want the people of the town to really know about it. That's why he didn't hire anybody in the town. But one of his adversaries about town is already starting to explore these ruins, and he can't let the profit, go to waste. He would rather see it benefit the common man rather than the church, so to speak. So he's hired you to kind of go into these ruins and see if there's anything valuable that you can find within at least a layer or two of it. It's an old keep, he says, and it's perched up on top of the mountain. I don't know if you guys can see it in the picture there. I don't think I have it in this one. But it's perched on top of the mountaintop near to you guys. Aside from that, he basically purchases you a room, 2 beds in there at the tavern, which is this place right here, right next to the large tower you guys are in, and purchases a room for you there. But he wants you to keep your goings in and out of the ruins as kind of a secret. All he wishes to find is anything of value. Just go in and cover, maybe what's in the basement or something like that. Bring it back to him. He'd be very, very happy and very gracious if you would do so. You guys can go ahead and go to the tavern. We'll just go ahead and give you a room there. And you have your characters all rolled up, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
So it's mostly just copying over from one form to another.
And we have everybody on there. Okay. So what is it that you guys are playing? Michael, tell me about your character. Because I know this image doesn't necessarily suit it.
Yeah, a little bit different. Shoot, I honestly didn't really really think of background yet, if I'm being honest.
That's
I didn't really know much about the world here, so kind of just going with whatever.
it's
So,
a
wizard.
it's a basic Forgotten Realm setting. Who keeps turning their camera on and off?
That would have been Lisa.
All right. Anyways, it's a basic Forgotten Realm setting. This is supposed to kind of be in any place, mountains, Forgotten Realms.
I mean, probably fairly like your typical wizard. Mostly scholarly, likes to learn shit. Seems a little bit goofy at times.
I couldn't tell from the name.
Yeah.
Apparently, Lisa's computer froze and is updating and decided to die. Of course.
All at the same time.
Right? All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know. Honestly, I really don't. I don't have a backstory. Been busy.
Okay. That's totally fine. Gurky, what about you? Because you're kind of an interesting one.
Well, Kirky is a kobold rogue that's been raised for the past 7 years by Thieves Guild, but has decided to explore more outside of his hometown and see what's out in the world.
Okay. That's probably why this opportunity was brought up to you, is to get you out of the confines of the town that you were in. This is way north of what you've ever been to. But Brecklin does head up a thieves guild here. You're the only one that knows that, however. He was probably sent. You're probably sent to him through via various contacts within the thieves guild, and it was supposed to be an opportunity, a chance for you to get out. So you met with this wizard who they had also hired, and here you are. Is there anything about town that you guys want to purchase or go and do any sort of things? I can show you and indicate like where various things are on this map. Like this is the tower that you guys, that Brecklin lives in. This would be the tavern that you guys are staying in. It's a 4-story tavern. Over here is the church. This is a longhouse, and right next to it is a market house. So in that market house is a lot of things that you can go and buy. There is a gear shop right over here. There is a witch kind of lady that lives here, an augur or priestess. So if there's anything you're looking for, let me know.
Probably healing potion would be good. I have everything else I need, but I only got like 15 gold, and I don't remember how much potions are.
They're not cheap, and this guy is about double the price, as Rawls found out.
I've only got 10 gold, so.
Did you get a bit spendy on your beginning items?
No, I just went with the standard equipment.
Oh, okay. All right. So these three are currently indisposed at this point in time. So I kind of want to figure out what it is that you guys want to do. Is there anything else other than just being set up in the tavern that you'd like to do? Is there anybody that you'd like to inquire about? I know I haven't given you a lot of information yet, but you don't really know a bunch. Do you want to go explore the town?
Well, seeing as we haven't really explored the town, our characters would probably just try and figure out where things are at for the time being.
Yeah.
Other than that, kind of sounds like we're both broke, and otherwise kind of have a set goal already. So,
Jerky, you're kind of in an interesting situation here. You're a kobold, so you probably kind of keep your face pretty much wrapped up, which isn't too weird around here since it's so fucking cold. People wear a lot of scarves and stuff like that. You probably keep a hat on of some kind, or just at least a hood. Probably keep some sort of boots that kind of hide your hind legs. Something to that effect.
Is it very sunny here?
It is sunny, but it is fucking cold as shit. Yeah, there's snow everywhere. It's almost too cold to snow at this point.
Because kobolds have sunlight sensitivity.
Mm,
Um,
good to know.
Disadvantage on perception checks of things in sunlight.
Well, I wouldn't go picking any fights out in the marketplace.
Just need to get him some sunglasses. That's all.
You definitely got some snow glare going on around you.
Kobold Ray-Bans. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's sunny. That could pose a doubly interesting problem because a lot of the sun reflects off the snow. So, yeah, probably too bright for your taste. But yeah, so as far as you can understand, and from the missives that you're given by the Thieves Guild, it's about a third of a mile away to the other keep. So you can stay here until nighttime if you kind of want to sneak out, or you can try to kind of hide the fact that you're going, whatever it is that you guys choose to do.
Yeah, I'd probably just stay in the inn and get easily fascinated by everything.
Okay. Easily fascinated by. Are you sure you're a kobold and not a cat?
I mean, same difference. One's just a reptile. I'll probably be doing wizardy things such as studying, looking up relevant information,
Making brooms work, do your dirty work.
No, I don't have mage hand now. Come on.
All right. Do we actually have? We do. There we go.
Yay!
Aspent is back.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Sister Prude has returned.
Oh.
And you're muted.
You might. Yep. There you go. All right. So you guys are just going to kind of hang 10 until nighttime then?
Probably. Yeah.
Doing wizardy things?
Yes, doing wizardy things. And then the kobold will probably be off somewhere. Who knows?
Probably not in the sunlight. I think he's probably just playing around with his ball of yarn or something in there.
Kobold curiosity.
All right, let's go ahead and cut over to the three of you. You guys had just had a vicious war with some spiders, vicious on their end because they all died horribly, and you didn't.
Wonderfully.
Yeah, you really did. So you guys, yeah, you can see the entrance. Hermit told me how to check this out from your point of view. Let's see if I can remember what it was. Aha. That's kind of cool. All right, so what is it that you guys are doing? You've just beaten a couple giant spiders and a couple of various swarms of littler spiders. You're hanging out in this very spiderwebby, dusty, crusty, nasty little nook of what used to be some stables that were underground of the main keep. There's still brittle hay everywhere, kind of a burnt smell in the air from that lovely spell. And yeah.
Those explorer packs, I can't remember what's in them.
That's what we have the internet for.
Yeah. Or a book that I just closed that was at it. Trying to remember if they have vials or not, since we have spiders and possibly venom.
It includes a backpack, a bedroll, a mess kit, a tinderbox, 10 torches, 10 days of rations, a water skin, 50 feet of hempen rope.
Can I dump out the water skin and use it to gather stuff from the spiders?
What kind of stuff? I don't think spider milking is legal in these parts.
No, can I get venom out of them and store it in the skin, or no?
You can, and you're going to have to make me 2 rolls in order to do it.
Because I'm sure I don't have vials, so...
Do you have animal handling at all?
Yes. Not
Okay.
efficient, but...
Well, how about nature?
Yes, but that's lower.
Okay, well, choose one of those and use one to see if you even know how to extract the venom. And then you're going to have to make me a dex check to try and not to poke yourself.
Ooh.
Man, you're really not sure. You think the venom might come out of that butt thing there where the web came out of? That's some seriously low rolling. No, you kind of know where the
Yeah.
venom goes, but you wouldn't know how to actually get the fluid to come out of the things or anything like that. You can,
Okay.
I mean, you can always chop off the head and keep it with you. That's
Seeing his friend.
Yeah, I'll lop off a head and put it in a backpack.
what do you think about that, Aspen? Nothing.
I was trying to see if I could help him. What is the
Yeah.
ability that
I
I would
to
look
help.
for?
Either animal handling or nature.
I got nature.
Okay, you guys can give it a shot.
Where's animal? Oh, okay. Actually, I'm proficient in animal handling.
Okay, we'll give it a roll. Let's see what happens.
Mhm.
You have the general idea that there's glands somewhere near its mandible line, but you're not entirely positive where. You could spend like a decent amount of time and figure it out. Like if you were to spend like an hour, if you guys wanted to wait around in here.
Hmm.
I mean, there's good money to have somewhere in that head area.
Yeah, you're just gonna lop off the head.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll just take a head. I'll take one of the heads with me.
All right, it makes a pretty gross sound and smell, and it doesn't even matter once you get it into the backpack. It's just doing weird kind of crunchy, squishy things. But you do have it in your backpack. What do you
I'm
guys?
guessing I don't have more than enough room for more than one of them. So
No, you could fit about one of those per backpack. So in this room, I think I told you about this, but over here is kind of like what looks to be a service elevator, but it is up above you. It's kind of a dumbwaiter that they'd take like cattle and horses down into here, goats. But it is quite a ways up above you. There's these 4 pillars that line the walls. Each of them have a torch sconce on it. None of the torches are lit. What is it that you guys are doing?
I'm gonna light those 4 torches, those sconces,
Okay.
the torch we have.
Okay.
And then is that entrance lining up to the stables that we found upstairs that had that beam across it?
Which inch? Oh, this? Yes. Not the one that had the beam across it. It is.
Okay. Or
That-
was that a smaller door?
That was a smaller one, and you're assuming probably in the other stable across the way. I don't know if you can see where I'm pinging, but that would be about the entrance area of the other one.
Somewhere over there? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna check out this room a little more then after we get those lit.
Okay. Ross, what are you doing?
I was just gonna ask if you want to try moving that rubble above that entrance, so then we have an easier way to get out, or even like just pull things up if we find anything, you know.
Yeah, we can.
But we can still explore a bit more. And
So you wanted to investigate the room too?
I'll try. I don't know if I'm inspired.
I mean, anything we do find, we can definitely leave by this entrance for now.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Aspen, what are you doing then?
I want to explore as well.
Okay, let's have all 3 of you make investigation rolls. Holy shit.
All right, +0. Let's go.
Ah.
Oh wow.
All right, Ross, you're the only one who really sees this. Everybody's kind of investigating, and they've got a torch, and they're kind of holding it up to the walls. And this room, it goes up probably about 25 feet. Like I said, it has arched ceilings. It's a little impressive, if not disturbing, just because it's so damn dark in here and stinks so bad. But Ross, you're exploring one of the walls, and you think you feel not necessarily a gust of air, but like a little whiff of air or something come out from in between a couple of the bricks in the wall. Kind of right down in this section here. Oh, sorry, over here.
A little gentle breeze.
Yep. Stinky little breeze.
Ooh. Could I try like? It's probably gonna fuck with my sword though, because I kind of want to like bang it open. Honestly, probably not the wisest choice, but
Well, I mean, it's not forged in fire. I'm not gonna have you guys roll for every time you use your sword.
yeah, I want to try and see if like maybe I can ding it a bit and see if I can get those bricks loose.
The bricks are definitely not coming loose, but you can kind of clear out some dust, and you can kind of make out a faint square of where there's kind of there's not any mortar in between some of the bricks, and it creates almost a doorway pattern. But whatever you're trying to do with your sword, it is not moving 1 inch.
All right. Well, it's gonna turn like to Brahm and Aspen and be like, "Hey guys, I think I found something really unusual."
Okay. She shows you what I was just describing. He shows you what I was just describing. We're going to say that every half an hour you can make 1 investigation check. So for every half an hour you decide to stay in here, you can make 1 investigation check each.
So does this look like it was a doorway that was closed up, or does it look like someone's trying to hide a doorway?
Or are you trying to figure that out? If you are, make a perception check.
Oh,
Double
what?
ones?
Wow.
Really?
Oof.
I don't even know what
That's
to
a
say about
talent.
that.
I am really fascinated by those spider heads.
Brahm spontaneously combusts. No.
His eyes fall out.
Should I just?
I don't think I've seen
now.
No, you managed to get quite like you're investigating and you got your eyeball right up to the crack and some dust blows right in it and you're scrubbing out your eyes and it burns like hell and you're cussing up a storm. Anybody else want to make a shot?
Yeah, I'll try.
Yes.
Okay, both of you go ahead and roll a perception.
I was just curious what was so fascinating.
You're not sure, but some of his words are pretty fascinating.
Oh my god.
Rawls is distracted by me.
Yeah.
It's like, Brahm, do you need some help over there with that, or what?
All right, Aspen, you got a 14?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You do notice that there's some scuff marks kind of at the very base corner of where these this outline is. All right. What do you guys do?
About that?
Yeah, what to do about it?
I think maybe we should just get back to this because I feel like I don't know what I'm really looking at.
Like I said, you guys can continue to investigate. Every time you investigate, though, that's another half an hour that you're spending. So
I'll do one more investigation.
okay, just of the room in general.
Yeah, no, of this doorway. See if I can get a better feel for it. Or no, not yeah, of the room. See if maybe there's a lever or something.
Okay.
That I can figure out. A smidge better. I'm probably not finding much of anything here.
Not anything that jumps out at you, no. Ross, Aspen, you guys want to go ahead and roll since he's already...
Yeah, why not? I'm surprised I didn't even saw anything. Oh my god.
There you go.
There you go.
How?
You might have found something now.
Hopefully.
You're poking your head around for about another half an hour, and you see where Brahm had lit the torches, and one of the torches seems a little bit odd to you. There seems to be a little bit of those scuff marks kind of right near the torch as well.
Like one of these pillars?
Yeah, the torches are on those pillars.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be like, hey, these torches look very suspicious or interesting. Want to each of us like try to pull on one? Check it out?
Was there only one that had the scuff marks or several?
Once she points that out to you, it's the only one that appears to have the scuff marks. It's on the inside of this,
All right, then.
inside of this pillar right here.
Okay.
Okay, it is really. If it moves, it's really difficult to move. It's not just, yeah,
Can I
so
use
simple.
My buff strength.
Go ahead and make a strength check.
I'm going to cast
Huh?
guidance on her.
Okay.
Just touch her on the shoulder and be like, "May the stars guide you through this." So you can add an
Oh.
additional 1d4 to that.
Okay. Yep. So
for pulling a lever.
Let's hope I
ancient rusty lever. Thank you.
I'm just saying she struggled the first time, so
Uh-oh.
Never mind. Fuck.
It was a strength save.
Oh, save my bad.
Yeah, you need to roll just strength.
Oops. Sorry. This is-
And add a D4 to it, if I remember correctly.
Here we go.
yeah.
There it is.
Oh.
And then you can add a d4 to that if you want to.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Huh?
So 19.
19.
All right, you're cranking around with the torch for a while, and after a while, it does seem to pull forward. It makes an awful, awful squealing noise as the rust kind of breaks and cracks, and finally it clicks and it pulls back a ways. And the stone over there, the doorway that you're looking at, just ever so slowly crumbles and grumbles open into a very dark recess.
Oh. All right. Let's go in.
All right. I'm going to go poke the torch in there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Keep your head through.
so you guys are going to go and peek your head through. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Area. You see kind of a stairwell. There's a lot of crumbling material from the walls and from the ceiling, and it looks as if there's a partial cave-in upstairs. There is a door at the end, though. You can just see it at the very end of your torchlight.
I want to check it out real quick.
Go venture.
Yeah. And we're going to have to give it a second because it seems Aspen is unfortunately frozen again.
Oh.
Yeah, we're having some computer issues.
Not the sister.
All right, so you're going to go and enter into the hallway?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. These are some pretty ancient looking stone stairs. Even the stairwell itself, like the rock just doesn't seem as formal and uniform as the rest of the building you've been in so far. It's more like just kind of hobbled cobblestone and just random river rocks piled on top of each other. As you get closer to the door at the end, you see a mouth. Just kind of a floating mouth or a mouth on the door. It's kind of hard to tell.
Even with the torch?
It's hard to make out. Your lights are flickering pretty hard. There's a lot of dust in here, but yeah, are you going to get up close to it or?
Yeah, I'll get up to it.
Oh, okay.
I'm
My
curious.
All right. And I'm trying to do this, but in a very labyrinth sort of voice. Beware. No, not quite like that.
That was perfect. That was so good.
But the mouth starts opening, and it seems as if it hasn't talked in a very long time. Very rusty voice comes out. No closer, mortals. No closer. Do you have the key?
What key?
Yeah, what?
The key.
Is it this muffin I found?
It's this muffin.
I have a staff and a torch. Which one do you want?
That will not do.
Can you
I warn you to come no closer until you can bring me the key.
magic door? Can you describe the key?
No.
No?
No.
Throw us a bone. Or a key.
Door, do you have a name?
Oh.
I will give you a second warning. If you do not have the key, you must leave.
I'm gonna start tapping on Rob. Okay, dude, let's go.
Yeah, let's go see if we
Yeah.
can find this key, I guess.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, you guys turn to leave, and as you do, you see that the mouth was starting to open up, and then as you start backing up, it starts to close again.
Our best.
If we take anything out of here when we're done, it's that door.
I have to agree with that. It is a really cool door.
You guys back down the stairwell?
Yeah.
Yeah, we go back out the door we came in.
Okay. All right, so you guys are back into the large, stable compound area. Kicking up more
Is there
dust.
anything else in this room or any other ways out of it besides the way we came in and that doorway?
There does appear to be a door right here.
Awesome. All right. Want to peek our heads through there too?
Yeah, I mean, I
Nothing else
doubt
to do.
we'll be that lucky that the key will be this close to that door, but
That would be amazing. Hey, let's look
take
up
a
and
look.
find- All right.
All right. You guys open that door, and there is another hallway. That didn't work how I wanted.
All right. We're going into the hallway then.
Okay. Brave, aren't you? There's a small flight of stairs that kind of leads down right before another door there. Again, this is still some of the more formal looking stonework and everything. It's not all that old river rock that you'd seen before.
Rawless calls out into the hall. Are there any talking doors down here?
You hear from out back where you were, I'm here. No, nothing happens.
Okay.
okay.
All right. Sorry, we're having some more camera issues. Oh, we've got Aspen back. Did you hear any of what was going on?
Welcome back.
A little bit.
All right, so do you see on the map down at the bottom there, there's an extra little hallway? There's two extra little hallways, but the one at the very
Bottom
bottom.
one,
Yeah.
bottom one has a magical door that might eat us, so we have to go find a key.
What did you guys do while I was gone?
We found a
talked to
magical
him
door
with
that
the-
might eat us.
Yeah. But we left.
Great.
Got too angry.
yeah.
So we did good.
If we loot anything from here, it will be that door, though.
Yeah, for real. No, that door is coming with us. I'm not gonna lie.
How do you guys
It's
propose to
not
do
bad.
this?
We will figure it out. We will find a way.
All right. All right, so you guys are all of you going into this hallway?
Yes, did you want to join us, Aspet?
Yes, I will be at the back.
Okay. All right, yeah. Let's
Go ahead and move your, you should be able to move your own characters at this point.
I can.
Yeah. All right, let me zoom in here.
So we're gonna peeksy in.
All right, so are you going to open that door? Or are you just throwing it open? Or are you?
No, we're gonna peek. Like, look in.
All right, let's see here.
Walk my horns on like the door seal. Hello.
All right, you open the door part of the way, and you see, obviously, another room. Go figure. This is, the walls appear to be about 10 feet higher, again, with the uniform brick. You can kind of see some low benches, some wooden rafters up in the ceiling. There's some wooden benches and stuff laying around, and kind of what appear to be some bunks. Let me go ahead and just open the rest of this up for you here. There is a door in the northeastern corner there, and also a fireplace. Table in the center of the room. There's some bunks along the eastern wall. So over here. Like I said, there was a table in the center of the room, but it's now broken in half and collapsed along with most of the other place. A small fireplace is set into the eastern wall with a wooden crate of coal next to it. Right here.
Fix that stool. It needs to be broken in half.
Go ahead and make perception checks. There's a lot of rubble in here, a lot of wood, a lot of benches just broken. Sheets that are pretty much all but gone have decayed.
Oh my god.
Dude,
More dust in the eye.
Whoa.
something is wrong with your eye. Like, it is really starting to burn now.
Still got that
Right?
dust.
God.
The two of you notice that there are some more skeletons in this room. Again, with those crossbow bolts sticking out of them. One of them appears to be of a very young person. The skeleton's not quite adult height. But yeah, both of them are completely riddled with those bolts.
Oh man. Okay.
I would ask if they had anything useful on them, but I can't see anything. So.
No, you're pawing at your eye at this point, just like it's watering. I mean, you're not taking any actual damage, but you're about to cause something onto your own face because of the sheer itch.
Yeah, I did want to look at the bodies.
Okay.
The skeletons.
What little remains of their clothes appears to be some sort of servant or groomsman's clothing. This might be the servants' chambers in the keep. You're not entirely positive, but it appears that way because there are multiple bunks set up here, even though if they are completely trashed. Other than that, it's difficult to tell. It's, they've got 80 years of rot. All right. Brom, did you get your eyeball under control?
I don't know, but I'm definitely taking somebody's water skin and rinsing my eyes out.
I can
I'll
create
also help
water
you be
too
like,
if you run out.
put your head back. There you go.
All right, that seems to help. But if you roll another one on a perception or an investigation check, you might have gotten something infectious from that mold. It was like corpse rot or something. All right. So what are you guys doing? There is a door up here, like I was telling you. And it is actually go ahead and make me some perception rolls if you want to. If you want to chance it.
Hey,
you didn't roll a 1. It does appear to be quite quiet in this room. Like there's not really any gusts of wind or any breezes or anything like that. It's kind of nice for a moment because you aren't hearing like the cracking of the rocks from up above of the keep. You aren't hearing anything else. So it is kind of a quiet little chamber is what I'm trying to point out, even though there are two skeletons in here.
Any kind of breeze coming from the fireplace at all?
No.
That's kind of a bad thing.
Yeah. That's spooky.
It's spoopy.
Well, the fireplace is either collapsed or something's living in it. One of the two.
That's what I was gonna look at the fireplace.
Like how big is the fireplace?
It's not horribly big. It stands about 4 feet up. So, I mean, it's got a bit of a hearth and everything to it, but it's not a monstrous mansion style fireplace. It's just pretty standard.
Okay.
I mean, you could, if you were to get down on your hands and knees, you could look up into the chimney, but...
Probably bats. Well, I'm going to check out this next door. But, again,
all right.
Cautiously.
Before we do that, we're going to get back to the other two for a few.
All right.
What?
Nighttime already?
Not quite. Just seeing if there's anything. It's probably going on late afternoon at this point. So I'm seeing if there's anything that you guys want to do. Your timeline is not completely coinciding with theirs currently. So.
Fair enough. All right, so we just got here how long ago again? Like just today or? Yeah,
this morning.
Okay.
You can smell some pretty good food cooking. We got a little bit of chat in here. Let me go and type. You can smell some food cooking. Smells like a stew or something to that effect down in the kitchen. You guys are up on, I believe, the second floor right now. But you can smell some food cooking, and it's making you a little bit hungry if you want to go down and frolic with the common folk.
Sure. Why not?
All right.
That could happen.
All right. Are you tempting me?
I gave a very specific look because I kind of was.
You weren't here last time, were you?
Gurky, what are you doing? Are you going to follow Mr. Timaeus?
I'm just going to tell you, Tavern, best 10 gold ever.
Right?
No.
Probably
I
walking
only
around.
have 10 gold.
All of your gold.
Are you just walking?
Jeffrey's probably walking around looking, see if there's anything easy to steal.
Like just around the town or just within the tavern?
Within the tavern. Don't want to go out in the sunlight.
I mean, there's various things in here. You've got like various bits of taxidermy, moose heads and wolf heads up on the wall. You've got not many, but a couple of tapestries that look like they're old and can hardly make out what's going on in them. Various buckets, benches, rags if you want them, a couple of good steins. You do see a rather burly bouncer that's kind of sitting near the doorway on a barrel, just trimming his nails with his knife. Thick ogre-looking guy. He's not actually an ogre, but just thick-looking guy. Just to warn you. And
all I could think about was a moose head sliding across the floor with a kobold just like pushing it.
Mine. There is an innkeep who is behind the bar, so he happens to be the barkeep as well. Kind of a pudgy, bald guy, but he looks pretty damn happy. He's pretty pleased with his lot in life. Wearing a decent shirt and everything. He's currently cleaning out a couple of the mugs.
Doesn't sound like there's anything interesting around, really.
Not horribly, but you can try. If you want to make a perception check, we can find out.
I'm sure.
Although that has proven dangerous for some.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everything that you're seeing currently down on this lower floor is just very typical tavern. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and roll a situational die. Let's see what happens here. If I can get this turn order out of the way. Yeah, unfortunately, not a whole lot that really could be worth your time or worth your while. You do think you see an actual silver spoon, though.
Oh,
A whole silver spoon.
where's that?
It's sitting up at the end of the bar on kind of inside of an empty bowl of what you're assuming used to be soup. So, like somebody had just cleared the dishes and set them off to the side of the bar. Let me go ahead and actually show you the inside of this tavern. The Ice Faller Tavern. Yeah, I forgot to give you guys the description. Out on the sign, out in the front, there's a hanging plaque that kind of sways in the wind, and on it is a picture of a guy laying in the snow with his arms and legs spread out and a giant chunk of ice sticking into him. It's the Ice Faller Tavern.
All right.
Excuse me. So, these characters are not here. Give me just a second here.
Spirit.
Sorry, I just had to choke there. Anyhow, what were you saying?
Who?
Dan.
I said we were once there.
Oh, yeah. So let me go ahead and try and remove those, but for some reason I can't. Oh, that would help. All right, so we have Gurky here.
He's ginormous.
Gurky is a rather large kobold. Let's fix that.
Often mistaken as a dragonborn.
Right over here is where you're seeing that silver spoon. Just so you know. Right at the end of the bar.
Anyone around it?
You got a couple of patrons in here, like up at the bar here, and about two of them over here just eating some sort of like late day meal. Not a lot of people in here right now. The bartender, and he is right here. And if Timaeus is in here, then he could probably keep him occupied.
If he cared enough to.
Yeah, if he cared enough to.
I mean, let's see. Where's the stairs to go up? Like, oh wait, no, this is never mind. This is the tavern. I was thinking of the.
Do you want to
Yeah,
pull your
probably-
token out here real quick?
Sure, I can do that.
Excuse me.
Hey, look, their size is correct now. Just not to the room.
All right, so what are you doing?
I'm probably just there getting food at the moment because I had smelled it and I was like, you know what?
Okay.
Pretty good.
I believe it's going to be 3 copper pieces for a bowl of the mutton stew. So you're going to go ahead and get that, or?
Yep.
All right. The innkeeper kind of slaps the table and says, "I'll be happy to get that for you." And shouts off something to the cook. You hear some sort of muttered acceptance from the back. And yeah, he says it'll take just a few minutes to get out. I'm going to take just a moment here, guys, and put us into a pause. So I'll be back in a minute.
DM's dying. That's all.
Guess I will also be back shortly.
Apparently, Little Hot Dogs too is working on their D&D campaign as well while they listen to us. We'll try not to give you too many bad ideas there. And while I'm still copying stuff over from one character sheet to another. Oh, for a second. What's up? Look at this thing. I can. Oh, right, Mark. You know, want to, but again, the whole I broke thing comes into play.
All right. Apologies about that, guys. I just had to get a cough drop.
It's all good. Just talking about being broke, that's all.
Yeah. Being pwned.
Bing Po.
Yep.
All right. So you're getting ready to get your stew, Tim, and it's taken a few minutes, and the inn keeps just asking you general things, not about the weather, because the weather doesn't really change here. Snowy as always. But just about where you're from and what you've seen, what your travels have brought you. You must be new to town. How have you been? How's the world outside? Any wars? Et cetera, et cetera. I take it you regale him with the outside news?
What little I might know.
Yeah.
Being a scholar type, I only kind of keep up.
Yeah, he's pretty chatty. Gerke, he seems pretty taken with this conversation, so you may have your moment with the spoon.
Awesome. and take the spoon.
Are you going to try to stealth, or what is it that you're doing?
Yeah, probably.
Smart.
And I'm like 2'8". There's not a lot of people around.
2'8". Damn, you're tiny.
Yeah, I think what were kobolds, like 2 to 3
Oh,
feet?
Jesus Christ! No.
Oh no.
The innkeeper, just like without even looking behind him, reaches back to the bar and slaps his hand on top of the table. And he's like, I take it you'd like a bowl of soup there, son. That'll be 3 copper.
I kind of like raise an eyebrow and just look over and just chuckle a little. Just like, damn.
You gonna buy a bowl of soup?
Oh my god.
What is soup?
Stew. It's water filled with meat and vegetables.
Is that what was in this?
Are you trying to talk your way out of this? Roll a persuasion check.
He's a kobold. Come on. He doesn't know much of the outside world.
Barkeep is God.
He just kind of raises an eyebrow at you. So about that bowl of soup, son? He apparently thinks you're a kid.
Sure, Gurky will have soup.
He turns to you, Tim, because he is looking at you like he expects you to pay. This is your responsibility. Why would you bring a gurky into a place of this caliber?
Why would you bring a gurky in here? I see. I just kind of look at him puzzled for a moment. Right. Sure. And I hand him the copper.
All right. Thank you kindly. You hear him like shout back into the kitchen again, and a few minutes later, a dwarf comes out of the kitchen. He's got an apron on and a couple large bowls of stew that he sets out on the counter for you guys. And it smells absolutely delicious. The barkeep comes back, and he's got a couple of steins of like really cold milk that he sets down with it. So you guys have a nice meal. All right, we're going to cut over to the others again.
No, I didn't get a chance to roll my own nat 20 for stealth.
That was almost a
I
1.
did not get it.
That would have been amusing.
It would have been hilarious if you would have done that.
All right.
Slaps the table, stumbles.
So you guys are going to peek into the next door? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you open the door, and the ceiling is about 15 feet overhead. It's another one of the archways, kind of like the stable room that you were in before. There is a lot of skeletons in here, just a lot of them laid strewn all over the stairway. That's here. Let me go ahead and reveal this to you, huh?
That'd be amazing.
So you don't have to cheat and look over at the GM screen.
You were talking about tokens. I wanted to look.
Oh, you're all doing it. I know.
I got caught.
Yeah, you did.
The tokens
Computer
were awesome
problems.
looking.
No.
All right. So that is the room that you opened up to. There's obviously a lot of ins and outs of here. In the center of the place is a giant brick well. Not giant, but a circular brick well. It's about 10 feet in circumference, about 4 feet high. It's got a thick iron grate covering its top, although the grate is mostly rusted over. Let's see.
There isn't a bucket teetering on the edge of it, is there?
No, there is not. There is a bucket near the well, however.
Oh.
Nobody touched the bucket.
Let's see here. This is where it gets a little bit what?
Nothing.
How about all of you guys make me a perception check?
Oh God, Here go my eyes now.
Oh my god.
I will make a perception check from the inn or tavern. Hey! Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Those guys are more aware of your situation than you are. And they're in the inn.
Apparently.
Rollis, you hear some voices. They're kind of deeper, a little bit heavier, but you can distinctly hear them, although you can't quite place where they're coming from, but it sounds to be at least 2 or 3 different voices. And one of them's grumbling over a bet, just, you owe me. I bet Biggie you lost.
Alright. I'm gonna.
Which door is that coming from?
You can't tell. It's just,
Oh, okay.
and it's faint, but you can tell it's kind of deeper voices.
I think we should get our gear ready for something because I hear voices. Seriously.
I hear voices. That's always gone well.
I get sword.
I get sword.
Something appears to be bugging Rollis. She's getting her sword, talking about voices. If you guys want to make another perception check.
Okay.
Oh god. Oh. Hey.
I'm up to a 13.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh shoot.
Aspen didn't do so well.
Yeah, I see that.
Dust has transferred from one to another.
Right.
Yeah, except this is a hearing situation, not a sight situation. Yeah, you just
Something
get,
flew into your ear.
you have a high-pitched ringing in your ear, and she was talking about voices, and you just kind of started craning your head over, and yep, high-pitched ring. You guys actually can kind of basically hear it now that she pointed it out, and you do hear does seem to be someone talking about gambling or something to that effect, betting. Yeah, go ahead and roll me another perception check, all 3 of you.
Yo.
I like rolling doubles.
All right, actually, Aspen. Once the ringing in your ears clear, you can kind of make out the direction of the voices. It seems to be coming from. Let me get a pointer. There we go. From that direction.
Okay.
Just FYI. Yeah. So, giant well. Well, not giant. 10-foot well. See if there's anything else I need to know. Okay, so what are you guys doing in here?
Just more investigating.
I mean, with voices up, with the voices up those stairs.
They were talking about something big. Just saying. So, and they were
Rollis,
betting
you
on it.
want to poke your head up those stairs and get us a count?
All right, yeah, I'll try. Peek my head up a little bit.
You're gonna kind of peek into that room.
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to guys, anybody who's gone past this initial doorway here, to make a stealth check.
This is gonna be bad.
God.
I'm gonna kick the bucket.
What the fuck is that?
Wow.
Yes!
Great job.
Good thing you didn't have disadvantage, because
Right?
My fat ass is loud.
Rawless barely made her check, so that's fine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, barely. Like on the exact number that I was requiring. Because they're at a negative to hear you right now. However, Brahm, you suddenly turn into a whisper. Like, no sound escapes from you whatsoever. In fact, these two lose sight of where you are, even though you're standing right there. Rawless, you poke your head up into that room. All right. This is where shit gets fun.
Oh god.
This is another room with 10-foot high ceilings. Again, all the mold and loveliness growing all over the walls, and dust all over the room. But there is a torch that's been lit in here. There are 2 rows of wooden bunks ranged on the northern and southern walls. There is a long table set against the eastern wall across from a small fireplace, which is currently also lit, set into the western wall. So, right here. Do I not have it on the pointer again? I don't. There we go. So there's a fireplace right there. I'm about to sneeze this time. Old weapons rack stands to the south of the broken door on the western wall, and just to the east of the iron grated doorway set into the northern wall. A couple of old spears and rusty broadswords are still in their place on the rack. But that's not exactly what catches your attention right off the bat. In the center of the room, standing around some very crudely made dice, are 3 bugbears and what appears to be a goblin, just kind of wrapped in rags.
Should I roll an intelligence check for a bugbear?
Bugbear. Yes. No. Give me a second here. Yep. Now, this isn't for the bugbears necessarily, but it's a drawing I did for something else. But they'll work for bugbears. And this guy will work for a goblin. They are all standing around with some dice, kind of keep them nearer to the fireplace.
Can I hear more of what they're saying?
Man, even with the cough drop, that's not helping. Can you hear what they're saying? They're just talking about their bets over the dice. They appear to be betting rat furs, from what you can tell. One's even holding up an entire rat, pretty large one. Seems to be their currency.
Rollis is gonna slowly back down, look at them both, and be like, "Okay," and like whisper this. We have 3 bugbears, and I think our little goblin friend that Rom you were talking with. But I don't think we should fuck with them right now.
Pretty much right as you say that, you hear the goblin trying to get one of the bugbears' attention, and he's like, "But I'm telling you, they're here! They're here!" Ross, you need to make another stealth check. Because you're the one closest, and you're the one whispering.
Wow. Once again.
I'm going to make this contested, actually. The goblin. Boy, that's a bad strip. The goblin seems to be jumping up and down now. He's screaming, "They're here! They're here!" And one of the bugbears is just pushing him back and, "Shut up!"
Okay. We really need to go. We need to go.
I mean, but then we're going to be trying to dodge the whole time. Let's just get rid of them now.
Brom, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Okay.
Aspen, what are you doing?
Trying to be quiet.
Yes!
Yep, you make it. All right, Aspen, what are you doing? You kind of see all this exchange about bugbears. Bugbears are kind of mean critters. They're humanoid. They're pretty large, nasty looking, wear a lot of furs. They stink.
Well, I am going to have... Do I still have it? Oh, I'm a dummy. I got rid of guiding bolt, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do.
All right.
I'm saying,
You're like
Great.
jump in it.
yeah, let me hit him with a spell, and then you just go charging in, do your thing, and let's get rid of them.
All right. Y'all lead the way, and I'll go barreling in.
Who's going first into...
How close are they all to each other?
they're all really close to each other because this is what, about 5 feet on each one of the grids?
Okay.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to, right in the middle of them, cast Fairy Fire.
Okay. I don't believe that requires you to roll anything, does it?
Nope, they all have to make a Dex saving throw.
All right, let's do that.
Otherwise, they're outlined in light, and we get advantage on attacks against them.
Okay. So
I just have to concentrate is all.
that's a good call. We'll roll for the 3 bugbears.
Oh,
One of them makes a save. What was your DC?
14.
Yep. So one of them makes a save. And for the goblin, he's at a -2.
Oh.
All right. Well, the goblin and one of the bugbears is not lit. They all seem quite surprised, though, as kind of a fireworky, glimmering spell goes off in the middle of them. 2 of them are hit by the spell directly, and their skin starts to shimmer, making them stand out brilliantly. The other 2 kind of back up a little bit and draw their weapons, the goblin and the other bugbear. But they are definitely taken by surprise, so you do have this round for surprise. Go ahead and I guess we don't really need initiative for this first round. So, Ross, are you charging in there?
Sure the fuck am.
And Aspen, what are you doing?
I'm gonna cast guidance on Rawless.
Okay. Can you pop that up into the window?
Oh, yeah. Did it do it?
Negative.
You have to click on the little, on like the chat bubble or the bar itself.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go.
Okay, you touch one willing creature once before the spell ends. The target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one ability check of its choice. Okay.
Gildens.
That's kind of funny.
Oh. I cast Guildance.
It is guidance, but there's just a misspelling there.
Rob's gonna look at Aspen and be like, "Thanks for the good luck charm." Run off. And with his great sword, he's gonna go and try to slash down on this bugbear right here.
All right, you go roaring into there, charging at this one, and it's going to be this one. Oh, let me get the pointer again because I'm bad at that. This one and this one that are affected by the fairy fire. This guy and this guy are not.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll your attack with advantage.
Okay. So, oops, wrong.
Well, you try to strengthen them to death.
Right.
Oh,
Good thing that was with advantage. Not.
Yeah.
All right, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage for that guy.
Yeah.
And this is where I get to get my most.
13 slashing, not bad.
Not bad at all.
Mm-mm.
But
Yeah.
also my
You
Guildance.
didn't go in though.
Yeah.
That helps with an ability check. So, like,
Oh, sorry.
bless is one that actually works pretty damn well, and you can bless up to 3 people. Is that correct?
yeah.
Bless
I
is a
don't
really
have
good
it
one for
anymore.
battle. Another one you got rid of?
Regretting.
But bless is in a cantrip.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a first level spell.
Okay. Wow. Actually, you cleave that fucker for a lot of damage. You go running in there, and his back is still turned, and your greatsword slides right down between his shoulder blades, tearing most of his furs off and scoring him really bad. He is howling. You probably did a little bit of damage to his spine, too. He is howling. He falls forward over the dice and the rats and stuff in the middle of the floor. All right, so let's go ahead and have you guys roll initiative, and I will roll 1 initiative for all of them. Click on your characters. Oh, wait, let me get that thing up. If you click on your character for, yep, there you go. And suddenly I can't click on anything. That's not good. So 2 15s.
Hey, nice.
There we go. All right, so with the bugbears, they roll.
I thought I was being slow.
You guys actually have another round of surprise on them as the fairy fire kind of does a number on them, and then one of them suddenly just drops into the middle of them, screaming and howling in pain. It scares the shit out of them. So you guys have an extra round of just free action here.
If I remember correctly, I can't take actions without breaking my concentration, but I can still do bonus actions, right?
Yes.
No, concentration, as long as it's not another concentration spell, you can still cast other things, or at least unless the spell describes otherwise, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember exactly, so.
Yeah, same here.
Let's see. I can look it up.
So
real
I
quick.
can still attack and keep my concentration spell up.
I believe so. Yeah, I'm looking that up
Okay.
real quick. Last I remember, the concentration mechanic is basically just if you take damage or something like that, you have to make a Constitution saving throw, and you cannot cast other spells that require concentration. Otherwise, the first spell would fizzle.
Okay.
Other than that, you should be fine.
Okay. Thank you.
There you go. All right, what is it you're doing, Brom?
So I'm gonna move up here next to Rollis.
Okay. Go ahead and move your token.
Cast Shillelagh so that it's now my buck and a quarterstaff.
All right.
And I'm going to smack the same bugbear he hit.
All right. You make your shiny rod even more bright and shiny and brandishing. Jesus Christ.
Nice.
I'm going to roll ones. You guys are going to roll really well. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Right. 8.
Yo.
All right. You go running up there. So this entire battle happens in a matter of moments, like up to this point. Bright lights happen. One of them gets slashed, knocked to the ground, and suddenly gets smashed in the back of the head with a stick. It's not out, but it is severely wounded. Aspen, what are you doing?
I am gonna follow Brom up there.
Okay.
I'll move my token. And I think I will try to use my Warhammer on that one.
Sounds good. The cleric comes running in, Warhammer in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and give it a shot.
Ooh.
Let's see if that hits. Negative, that does not hit. Oh, wait, no, it does because you guys have advantage, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just 18 on it. Yep.
So, yes, that does hit. So go ahead and click where it says the Warhammer there and do your damage.
Not great.
No, but it's exactly enough to
why
kill this thing.
is-
Yes.
Yeah, why is it rolling a d10?
No, well,
Versatile.
it's not adding anything to it is the thing.
I don't think she
Do you
actually...
not have a bonus to your strength?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, that would explain it then.
All right. So, yeah, you come up, bring your Warhammer up into the air and down into the back of this creature, and you hear its spine crack, and it gurgles a little bit, and the lights go out of its eyes. Yeah, so let's go ahead and roll initiative again. Oh, no, Rollis, I'm sorry. You didn't go this round. You get to go this round, too.
Wallace wants to give Aspen a compliment real quick and be like, that was hot.
I'm turning this guy upside down just to signify that he's dead. That was hot, really?
Love the woman that can throw a hammer. All right, well, I'm going to be going for the next one then.
All right, so are you going to jump into the middle of the group there?
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'll hit.
And go rage. Don't forget your rage.
Yeah, actually.
Do the
Yeah, I
extra
do want to go
damage.
rage.
Rage!
Rage.
The tiefling roars and jumps over the fallen body of the first bugbear right into the fray. All right, are you going to make an attack, and which person are you trying to attack?
So I'm gonna attack. I want to attack this one actually.
Okay. Go ahead and make your
That
attack
one you
roll.
don't have advantage against.
Correct.
Oh, you're right. Oh, then maybe
Just that one.
Just
Yeah.
this one? Okay, then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll do this one right here. All right, and then so with my great sword. So again, how does rage like work when it comes? Because it says when I use my melee attack, I'm using strength.
Mm-hmm.
So do I just still click on my great sword, or do I click on strength?
You want to pop it up in the window real quick?
Yes.
So you get to add what the damage that's at from your rage table. And so I think right now it's an additional, so you get to add an additional 2 damage.
Oh, okay. So I just still click on my sword and just add 2 to the damage?
Yep.
Alright, sounds good. Let's hope. Oh, okay, there it goes.
There you go.
Oh,
Go ahead and click on your damage.
sweet.
So 11 damage. Oh, it automatically.
From raging, so
Yeah.
13.
Well, it popped that in there, actually, I think. Oh, yeah.
I was able to click a little check mark next to rage damage.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, 13.
All right, so you jump into the middle of the fray, swing your sword once again, and hit the sucker in the stomach. It doubles over, just howling at you. That's another half of its life gone already. So, was at 27. There we go. But now, 14. Maybe. All right, well, this thing's not wanting to listen to me, so we'll just ignore it for the time being. Anyways, you deal it a massive blow. So let's go ahead and hit our initiatives again.
Was the goblin included with the bugbear initiative? Or?
Yeah, they have the same. I rolled a 6. Freaking wonderful.
Uh-oh.
We lost Elisa again.
Yep, and it's trying to lose me too. I think we're actually having internet issues over here.
Oh no!
That's not great.
Because mine's completely frozen up as well.
Yeah, mine is kind of glitching out a little bit.
Hmm.
And it was getting good. Come on now.
Right? Blaine
Like,
Easter.
that's monsoon.
I wish.
It's probably my aunt praying for our day. Thank God she's not watching.
So you think I called them all. Well, my screen's frozen, so we just have to wait here a moment.
Lisa, no.
It's funny because it's still recording and everything, it looks like.
Yeah, I just can't get anything to actually do anything.
Yeah, he's just waiting for his skin to do something.
Yeah, it's just the roll20. Anyways, we'll go ahead and go on without that. So what did you guys roll? 18, 7.
Mm-hmm.
No.
And then Lisa got 15.
I'm going to go ahead and
Oh,
roll
wait,
for
you got
Aspen
roll.
here.
Oh, I forgot. Jeez.
Back.
Oh, there we are.
Hello.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm having some problems over here too, so it could be the internet. But okay, so Aspen, we need you to roll initiative.
Okay.
Roll for initiative.
Yeah. change the window again so I could minimize it. Okay.
Okay, that's not bad. All of you, oh, nope. Yep, actually, all of you go before I do. So we're going to go ahead and start with, let's see, I believe it was Brahm.
Yeah. So I'm going to thorn whip that one.
Oh, smart. So you're pulling them towards you?
Yep.
Oh my God.
With
Okay.
a natural 20.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Nice.
So, damn.
Do I get to hit him since he was pulled away from me?
No, he never left your threat range. So.
And what is the max damage that does? So because you got your critical on there?
It's 1d6.
Okay. So 6 plus another 9, so 15 damage. Well, I mean, I know what you're trying to do to give advantage to the barbarian. However, your thorn whip wraps around that bugbear and essentially cuts him in half. I mean, you lasso him around the torso, you got to pull, and the thorns just shred through him. He crumbles to the ground, barely gets out a gurgle. Most of his innards were crushed, and he collapses.
Okay.
How about you guys just turn my bugbears into dust, please?
In that case, I'm going to step over his corpse and get next to the goblin over here.
Okay.
Hey, Caleb, what were you trying to do? Because yeah, chat is not liking whatever you're trying to do.
What?
Oh.
I think he was trying to link a spell description.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, it put a bunch of gibberish.
Yeah, I clicked on the thorn whip spell, the show spell description button, and that happened.
Oh, weird.
Oh, no ability was found. You don't have a description for your thorn whip. Why?
That's probably because I'm using the base roll20. So there's a lot of things that are missing.
Well, I mean,
there we go.
Yeah, that.
All right, and so then I'll hit that guy with my staff.
Oh yeah, because I guess that was a spell attack, huh?
Yep.
A melee spell
Because
attack.
No.
It's a bonus action.
Okay, go for it.
Wait, what's a bonus action?
This is casting time 1 action.
Oh, wait, I thought it was a bonus action. Never mind. Then
Okay.
it.
No,
Never
thorn
mind.
whip is 1 action. Yeah.
Yep, never mind. So that was my action. Sorry.
I take it you're, facing that way. Okay. All right, who was next? We went up a ways. So, yep. Lisa, it is your turn. There's still currently 2 creatures. There's this guy and this one. This one is a much smaller goblin, and this one is a much larger bugbear. Still completely caught mostly by surprise, so.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cast Thunder Wave.
Okay, so what it does is it will affect 9 squares in front of you, like a perfect square. So like, let's
9
see.
squares around you.
Yep. Around you? Or I thought it's originated from you.
Yeah, Thunder Wave is in front of you, I believe.
Yeah. So it'd be like this square,
So would it hurt
this
Wallace?
square. It could, depending on how you cast it, except it starts from you, so it would hit, yes, it would hit Ross.
Oh no. I don't want to do that then.
It's for the greater good, Ross. Suck it up.
No. Okay.
All the times I called
I
you
take it
mine.
back. I take it back. I'm sorry. I didn't
Start
think about
waving
it
your
hurting
hands
you.
around and then realize, like, wait, nope.
No, bad idea.
That's fine.
Yeah. I guess I'll just go with my Warhammer again.
Okay, so go ahead and move your token up 1 spot there. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Is it bad?
She does have advantage, though. No, she doesn't. Never mind. Not against that one.
And then I cast guidance on myself.
Doesn't help you in this situation, unfortunately. But you did botch your roll. You leap forward to make an attack, and one of your feet gets kind of caught up in the dead body of the bugbear here. It gets snagged up in his arm, and your hammer, make a dex check real quick.
Sure.
a dex save, I guess.
But it's just dexterity on the sheet.
Right next to him should be your saves.
The saving throws, click dexterity, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because sometimes those will have a proficiency bonus to them.
You know, I hate to say it, but I was partially expecting another nat 1.
The way roll20 rolls? Yeah. All right, so you lose your grip on your warhammer, and it flies past and lands right about here.
Oh, shit.
Nothing too dangerous. You didn't get hurt or anything, but yeah, you did lose your hammer. So you'll just have to pick that up when you can. Okay. Rollis, it is your turn.
I'm gonna be hitting this guy right here then.
You son of a bitch. Go for it.
Oh,
This is without advantage, by the way.
yeah. Oh, Jesus, I have people.
That
Nice.
hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. The barbarian is living up to its name. Oh, you should
Great
shut
guy.
the fuck up.
Well, it's still in rage, right?
What's
So
that?
you got
Yeah.
do 5 slashing damage and then another 2 from rage. So
Yep, so do 7 damage. I'll make him make a dex check real quick.
You scratched him.
I gave him a little scratch.
That was not a dex check. Why did it do that? There we go. All right, he manages to pull his arm out of the way in time, but you still slash across his arm and across the front of his chest pretty heavily. You almost took his arm off. But yeah, he still has most of the use of it. He yells something in a language that you're not quite comfortable with at this point because it didn't sound very good.
Bring back at him, in his face.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, I just scream.
All right, so it is their turn, I believe.
What was that in either goblin or giant?
It was in Goblin.
what did I hear?
It was some derogatory name about a tiefling and coming and being birthed out of various body parts that don't really sound like they give birth to things.
That sounds badass.
Yeah, it sounds much more badass than I could actually do, especially with my voice being the way it is right now. Or maybe that would be a help. I don't know. All right, so the bugbear.
Prom just gets a disgusted look on his face.
Yeah, it was pretty vile. The bugbear is going to make an attack against, let's figure out which one of you.
I was hoping me, so he wouldn't.
Yeah, it's going against Rollis, so.
Alright. I was hoping so. So at least Aspect could get her.
What is your armor class? Because I don't think that hits.
No, it does not. My armor class is 14.
Yep, that does not hit, unfortunately. For him, unfortunately.
I have higher AC than the barbarian.
Ooh, yeah, it's a good thing, too. These guys have something called Brute, which means a melee weapon deals 1 extra die of damage when that bugbear hits with it.
Oh.
Fun.
Yeah. They're big boys. Here, let's give you a beautiful little picture so you can see their version of a bugbear. There you go, Aspen, because I wasn't doing a very good job.
Gotcha.
All right.
Like furry hobgoblins.
Yeah.
They're big hobgoblins, yeah.
Yeah, he misses horribly. So let's go for the little goblin guy and see who he's attacking. Also, Rollis, you have pissed them off.
Oh my. Can I kick him?
Well, he just seems to be kind of throwing a fit. He's not even quite waist high to you, and he's jumping up and down and swinging your arms, and you think he's trying to attack you, but you're not entirely positive.
Just screaming about how I told you so, I told you so.
Yeah, something to that effect. Told you they were here. You didn't listen. Go ahead and roll initiative, guys.
What can I do? Hey. Nice.
Fucking Rose is just going crazy with it. All right, Rawlis, you're first.
All right. I'm swinging at him once again. All right.
Ooh.
Well.
That's
Froggy
unfortunate.
is about to become disarmed.
Right? Rawlis, go ahead and make me a dex save. Oh, Aspen, you better hope he makes this dex save.
Oh no.
Oh, a dex save?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
14.
Nice.
That works. You get tangled up in the same bugbear, like your feet wind up clashing with Aspen's over there, and as you go to fall, you actually gracefully recover at the last second while still holding up Aspen, who almost fell as well.
Oh, shit.
Oh boy.
Aspen's like, fuck no. All right.
How does this happen?
All right. That bugbear is trying to take a stab at you while you're trying to be all suave over there, Wallace. That's going to hit. Oh, no, it's not. I was looking at the dex save. Oh, damn it. That's not going to hit. He growls and takes his large mace and slams it next to you, partially squishing that bugbear that's kind of below your feet, but misses you entirely. The goblin, let's see if he finds any success. Oh, dear God. He's still ranting up and down, and he's trying to take a swing at your legs with what you assume is a sword. You're not entirely sure, but it's still just missing, and it looks like he's actually kind of poking the other bugbear that already died. All right, who's next?
I am, it looks like.
Okay, and then Aspen.
So can I shuffle to put the goblin between me and Rawlis?
Can you shuffle?
Yeah, basically just go to right to there.
Oh, yeah, since you won't be actually leaving his melee range,
Okay,
you can move.
which then gives me advantage.
Okay,
And I'll smack it with my stick.
go ahead and roll.
$20 to hit.
Okay, that hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
8 damage.
Bonk.
All right, you smack the goblin, and he's jumping up and down, and suddenly just drops his sword and is clutching his arm and starts screaming and whining about his poor broken arm and how they're always picking on the goblins and nobody has, any care for the goblins. They take care of this place and.
Is this the same goblin I was talking to earlier?
The voice sounds incredibly familiar.
Okay.
All right, so you smack him, and Aspen, it is your turn. Oh wait, were you going to cast a spell or anything? A bonus
No.
action?
I was just going to say, I try to be peaceful with you.
Got food? He suddenly seems to have a change of heart. Aspen, it's your turn.
So I have a second warhammer and a crossbow.
Okay. I would recommend the warhammer. The crossbow is going to be a little hard to maneuver with in this tight of confines here.
Yeah, I was looking at the damage, and they're actually both the same, so that's fine. So I'm going to... Oh, shoot.
Almost have a 20.
Bonk.
Hey, that still hits, though.
I'm going to approach the goblin and use my warhammer. One-handed warhammer.
Oh, no. So that warhammer is whether you're using it one-handed or two-handed, it's the same weapon.
Yep.
Oh, crud. I thought I had two warhammers.
No.
It's just two different ways, like whether you're wielding it with one hand or if you're using both. So.
No,
that first
now that
motion
you
you
said
did there,
that, that
Sean?
makes sense, but I didn't realize that.
What now?
Speaking of,
I said, what was that first hand motion you did there, bud?
Yeah. You like that too much. So what's up, Michael?
Braum is dying in the next round. No.
I'm just gonna try something real quick. Don't pay attention to my roll. I want to test out one of the mechanics in roll20 here.
Are you casting magic missile into the darkness?
No. Does that, and then do I? Interesting. Okay. I was just seeing what it did because it has 2 different damages you can use, a D6 or a D8, depending on if it's
one or two-handed.
And I was seeing.
Yep.
Yeah, one's if you're just using it one-handed, the other for two-handed.
I'm just not seeing a way to toggle which it is within the thing.
On mine, it's under my attacks and spellcasting. It's listed as 2 different things there.
It is, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's
yeah.
Well, I don't have 2 separate weapons. I mean, you can have like in the settings of the weapon, you have damage 1 and damage 2. One's a D6, one's a D8.
Yeah.
And I was seeing if there's a way to toggle between those, but I'm not really seeing that.
Let's go into like the settings and click the check boxes next to them.
Well, I did. Both are active.
Well, don't have both active. Have
So
one
I'm
active.
going to use my turn to go ahead and go get my Warhammer.
Okay, so
You
that's
gotta get past the bugbear.
yeah. So you see where you're standing. There's still this guy in between you and the Warhammer. That would give him an opportunity to attack you if you try to push through him. Basically,
I thought he was gone. I'm sorry.
no, it's okay. I've got the 2 that are dead with the arrows pointed down.
Oh. I think you probably said that one of the times I was frozen.
If
Probably.
Alright.
you can disengage, it'll take your attack action up, but it'll get you out of melee, and then you can use your crossbow.
Yeah, that would put you back here or over here, and that is up to you.
Is that what disengage means? Is just to back up?
It does, but it means to safely back up, so that way they're not beating the shit out of you as you try to get away.
Yeah, because
can
otherwise,
also-
if you just step out of combat, they get an attack of opportunity. But if you take your time to disengage, then they don't get that attack against you.
You could also use the dodge action if you so choose, which they would still get the attack against you, but it would be made at disadvantage.
So are you disengaging?
Disengage, yes.
Okay. And you're going to back up. So that sets you up for the next round. So you won't be, like, if you decide to move around, he won't be able to attack you, per se.
Unless you have a bonus action spell that you can cast. That's not guidance.
I don't believe I do.
You should be able to look at her character sheet, bro.
Yeah. I don't think she has a different bonus action spell. I don't remember there being a different one she had.
Oh wait, but it's like healing word.
Okay. Which we don't need that one yet.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, this is going way too well for you guys. Okay, so Aspen, you have disengaged, and it is time for a new round of initiative. Ah.
I stubbed my toe.
Oh.
Damn, everybody's way up there except for Braun. All right, but they did roll a critical success. I'm going to apply advantage to the bugbear on your attack rolls, but it will be the only one this turn.
Don't die.
Right.
Dude. He brings his giant mace up into the air and swings it down twice really hard, both times battering the ground. You're not sure if he was trying to impress you or actually attack you. The goblin is also trying to take a swing at you still. All the while he's trying to say that he wants food. Oh, that hits.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
He really wants that food.
Yeah. Seriously, better give it to him. He does 4 damage. So he has his he picks up his sword in his other hand, the arm that is not injured, and stabs it into your calf. It actually hurts pretty damn bad. It's not, I wouldn't consider it a wound, but it's definitely damaging. Like, it sticks into the muscle of your calf. So yeah, that's pleasant. Who's next?
Me.
I am.
Rawless and then Aspen. Yep.
Oh,
You guys both got a 19, but she has a 19.14 and yours is 19.11. So go ahead, Rawless.
I would go for the goblin just to use my strength to kick the shit out of him. But
I mean, you do have advantage against him right now.
I do.
Yes.
Blank.
Because
yeah.
he's in between me and you.
Yep, you guys have him surrounded basically. Punt him like a football.
Oh my! I fucking might. I don't want to kill the bugbear though. Get him out of the way.
Yeah. But if you kill him, then I can try and thorn whip the bugbear in between us too. And then give you advantage against the bugbear.
All right. Then I'll go for the little goblin then. Kind of wanted to save him, maybe get some like info out of him, but
I mean, you don't have to.
I was gonna say you can do
yeah.
non-lethal damage as well.
really,
You
okay, then yeah.
just don't crit it.
Oh god, yeah. Okay, I want to try and knock him out with my fucking foot.
All right.
Just gonna punt him.
Yeah, try and knock him out, and I'll just use my strength then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a 1d4 plus your strength or something. For
Fuck.
Well, you're at advantage, so you have a 12.
You do hit. So yeah, it's 1d4. Roll a d4 and then add your strength.
Actually, that's like a 15.
Actually, isn't it just your strength when unarmed attacking? You have to get like a feat or something that allows you to roll.
Is that what it is?
D4 and add strength.
well,
Or those were like claw attacks for races with claws.
Let me find out real quick.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
think
know.
it might just be flat strength.
Well, I'm still enraged, aren't I? Or am I not anymore?
Well, you're still enraged, so you'll add an extra 2 damage to what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1 plus your strength modifier is what it is.
Okay. So what is your strength modifier? 2?
Huh?
3?
It's
3.
3. Yeah.
Okay, so what is that total? So 1
4
plus
damage.
3,
6.
right, plus the 2 rage.
Yep. So 6 damage.
Yeah, you knock him unconscious. You swing your foot up, kick him across the bottom of his chin, and kick him off into the corner. And he hits the wall and slumps and slides down. Still breathing, kind of raspy, but he is out.
Do you get +2 for your unarmed for rage? Or is it just strength weapons?
I think it's just melee
It's
attack.
melee attacks.
It says melee weapon attack using strength.
Oh, is it melee weapon attack?
That's what it says.
Well, your boot is still her weapon. It's an improvised weapon.
Steel toe.
Of his foot.
It says you just have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. I don't see anything.
All right, well, we're going to call this guy unconscious for the time being, so.
Good fucker. Jeez. Stab me.
All right, Aspen.
Ow.
Ouch.
so I guess I'll go ahead and attack this bugbear with my crossbow.
Okay, go ahead and make your shot.
Okay, so according to one of the guys who actually made the rules for D&D 5e, he said unarmed strikes are considered melee weapon attacks, but they do not work with like smite spells, which requires an actual weapon.
All right, 11.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you fire your crossbow. It just seems to kind of get stuck in a little bit of his fur armor that he's wearing. You can't quite tell if it did any damage. You don't think it did. Do you want to do a bonus action or anything?
I could, because I want to see. I might be able to help Rawless. Help his ankle or foot, whatever got stabbed.
Need a little TLC.
If I can do it, I will.
What spell was it? Like Cure Wounds or something that was a bonus action?
So, Healing Word.
Healing
A
word.
creature of your choice that you can see within range regains hit points equal to 1d4 plus your spell casting ability modifier. So, that should work.
Yeah, because you can see. So
Within 60 feet.
yeah, that definitely works then. So roll a d4.
Okay.
And what is your wisdom bonus there?
Checking.
Oh my god,
So
4.
I've got, what is it, the big number or the, okay,
The little number.
so 4.
Yep.
Okay.
So
6.
6 points of damage. Yeah. She reaches out a hand, and her hand starts to kind of glow blue, and you see her whispering with her eyes closed, kind of in your general direction, Wallace. And your calf suddenly feels a lot better. You gain 6 points of health.
Solid.
He shouts out over to her. Thanks, hon.
All right. I believe that is you, Brom.
Yep. I'm gonna do my thorny whips over there.
Your horny whips.
Yep.
Oh, so thorny.
Ooh,
Come on, big money, no whammies. Yeah.
that hits.
Yeah.
All right, so you're yanking this guy this way, correct?
Yep, with the whole 1 point of damage.
Yeah, he just seems more startled than anything. Just kind of looks around him at this sun whip that has lashed around him, and as he's being slid across the floor. But Rollis, that does open up the opportunity. No, because he didn't move out of melee range for Rollis.
Yep.
So that would be a new round of excuse me. Initiative.
Initiatives.
Yes, thank you.
Hey, there we go. I might do something.
That's a little better. 18, 14.
And nice. Well,
So perfectly in order.
right.
All right. All right, Brom, your turn.
I'm gonna smack it with my buck and a quarter quarter staff.
Your shillelagh.
Yep.
That's a hit.
You got the exact same attack as you did with your Thorn Whip, actually.
Yeah, you did. 21, 13. That's weird. And another.
And another one. So
Wow.
5 more damage.
All right. Oh, it's doing the thing where it's not.
Loaded dice over there, Iggy?
Maybe.
He pays us the super premium roll20.
Right.
I'm frozen again, so give me a moment.
I got tired of all those ones, so I had,
So when you guys click on him as a token, can you see his health?
No.
No, we can't click on him.
Okay. I will have
we
to.
can see the health bars above us, but that's it.
Okay, that's all stuff I'm gonna have to figure out. I do like the health bars above you guys, so that is kind of neat.
It is nice.
Yeah, it is.
All right, so you smack him with your shillelagh, and that sounds way dirtier than it is. But Ross, your turn.
I'm gonna whack him with my greatsword.
All right. And you guys do actually.
Oh God! Thank God you have advantage.
Yep, I was just about to bring that up. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh God.
That's a bit better.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Great weapon fighting.
That's a dead bugbear. So as soon as this unfreezes, I'll flip him upside down. All right. The goblin is unconscious. There are 3 dead bugbears laying around you, a bunch more broken furniture, and a few different doorways.
I'm gonna use some rope and tie up the goblin, and while I'm doing this, and you were worried about coming up here.
I was trying to keep the lady safe.
And she's just fine. And you got some warm feelings out of it too. So.
That okay, yeah. That was a benefit.
All right, are you guys
He looks
gonna?
back at Aspen and like winks at her. He's like,
You're being winked at, Aspen.
oh. He blushes. Oh my. I don't know how to react to this.
Just a minute,
So after
Locker.
I tie up the goblin, do these guys have anything of any worth, or?
That is what I am looking up currently.
And what check do you want for me tying up the goblin?
You don't really need to make a check as long as you can find. I mean, you can grab off the furs off these suckers or whatever you want to use. It's not a check. He's unconscious, so tying him up doesn't take anything.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's find out. I'm trying to find where it is. Okay, so.
I'm gonna come put him to bed.
Okay.
Oh,
I can hear him.
the baby wee.
So keep track of these numbers. The first one is 7.
Oh.
Good thing we have a chat.
Yep. 15. Okay, so on the first bugbear, you find 3 gold, 15 silver, and 11 copper. The second one is...
Was that 3 gold, 15 silver, 7 copper,
Mhm.
11 copper? Okay.
Was it 11 copper?
Yeah.
Okay.
The next one has 6 gold. 20 silver. And 16 copper. All right, that one has 10 gold. That is a rich bugbear. 4 silver. And 17 copper. Why they weren't gambling with copper and gold, I don't know. They were using rats. All right, and the goblin, he has 8 gold. 10 silver.
Oh, these are some rich guys.
Right, and 15 copper. I'm just rolling what I'm supposed to roll here. Other than that, you find some really nasty smelling furs that they use as kind of an armor and a clothing. There's a couple of very primitive tools that they're using for weapons, and the goblin's little tiny sword that, yeah, not much to talk about. Around the rest of the room, there's not a whole lot to find other than just a bunch of broken furniture, some old, what you think used to be bedding and materials, kind of an old wash basin that's cracked on the floor, an old pitcher, some shards of an old mirror, some stuff like that.
What time is it for us at this point?
It's getting into late evening.
I mean, yeah, so we're probably getting hungry.
Oh, incredibly hungry. I'm going to leave you guys there for a second because here in a minute we're going to go do our 5-minute break, but I want to get back to these other two because it is late evening for them as well because I was trying to get you guys all cut up to the same area.
Okay. Well, because I was going to suggest that we go back to room 5 there and block up those doors and take a rest.
Okay. You guys going to go block that up then?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and move your characters. I'll move, let's see, going back into 5. Okay. Go ahead and move Aspen for you. Or, yeah, I guess you can do it. Or somebody did it.
I did it. Yeah, I did it.
Do you guys take the goblin with you or do you just leave him there?
Yeah, oh yeah. We'll take the goblin with us.
You know, I kind of want to use compounding dice for damage, like crit rolls now. It's a Shadowrun style, and yeah.
So for blocking up those doors, do you want to check for that or what?
It wouldn't take much. The wood's mostly rotted, but I mean, there are some pieces that are big enough that you can just kind of stuff up into the doorways and stuff. It's not overly difficult. Some of it does crumble up in your arms, but It has about the same strength resistance as a good wooden door.
Okay, yeah, so we'll do that, and that way we can have a break and eat. So
Okay. So we're going to go back over here. Actually, we're going to go back to the ice faller. Let me pull you guys along. All right, so it is nearing evening time. Before we head to the break, is there anything the two of you would like to do? Aside from not get caught stealing silver spoons.
Barkeep is a god.
No, he's
The
just
kobold
used
starts
to
worshiping him.
yeah. The kobold doesn't know that he's just used to small people trying to steal shit. Is also.
You guys had headed into here earlier, not too long ago, but as you're in here, the tavern starts to fill up quite a bit. A lot of patrons are coming in. It's getting a little bit rowdy. And eventually there is not a bard, but a songstress that's off in the corner singing kind of a little, not a lullaby, but something just kind of soft and mellow off in the distance. There are quite a few people in here. Most of them are dressed up in the barbarian furs, like I was telling you about earlier. A lot of brown and white and gray furs everywhere to be seen. Most of the men are bearded. There isn't a lot of other races here, mostly human. Every once in a while you see some dwarves and maybe a couple of elves, but it's not very varied here. While you guys are sitting there, the barkeep walks up to you, his bald, happy, smiling head, and plops himself down in front of you onto the bar, onto his elbows. He's like, "Can I interest you in a drinking game by any chance?"
I kind of set aside my book that I'm taking notes in, just trying to keep a log here, and sure, I could go for a drinking game. What do you got in mind?
What do I have in mind? Erg, come here. You see this great big brute of a guy get up from one of the tables, and he sits down next to you. You think he's smiling underneath that beard, but you're not entirely sure. He stinks like kind of like fermented milk, like rotted milk or something. It's a wonderful smell, and body sweat. He sits down next to you and starts talking in a dialect you're not entirely familiar with, but you think it's jovial and somewhat deprecatory. So
I am starting to second guess whether this was a good idea. Kind of look at the kobold, like, back me up.
He lays down 5 gold pieces onto the table.
Glory.
And he looks at you kind of like expecting you to do the same. He's got his hand there.
Said 5 gold pieces?
Yep.
I'm not so sure about this.
The horns. The horns are calling.
Sound the horns of war.
You know, I've got a decent setup going. I only got a little bit of money right now anyway, so sure, I'll pitch in 5 gold for the time.
All right. I actually had to get into my email because Hermit just updated the rules on this. So.
Speaking of, I still need to email him as well.
Oh, yeah. You were supposed to do that the other night. All right.
That's my bad.
So,
Oops.
You lay down 5 gold?
Yeah, I just ponder for a moment. Yeah, why not?
All right. We are going to get to the Horns of the Bull drinking game here in just a few moments. We're going to take our 5-minute pause. It is currently 8:34, so we'll be back at 8:39.
My computer's in some trouble.
All right, so do we have Gurky and Tim here?
I'm currently here.
Okay.
I do not know about Gurky, though.
All right, well, I think the girls are making a bit of food or something real quick, but we can go ahead and get on with what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you laid down your 5 gold for the drinking game, correct?
I have it out in front of me, and I just kind of look at the two and just, well, average drinking game here, or any house rules we got going on?
House rules, average. Do you not know where you are, son? The bartender turns around, and you see him take these 2 yak horns off the wall, and these things are about 3 feet long apiece. They've got some engravings up around the top. They're coated in silver, but they're about 3 foot long horns, and he holds them out. They've got special stands so that most of the horn kind of dips off the corner of the thing, off the bar there. And he sets them down in the stands, and you see him pull out a jug from underneath the bar. And he uncorks it, and you guys can smell very, very roughly distilled hard liquor in there. You're assuming some sort of apple brandy from the smell of it. And he pours about half the jug into one of the horns and the other half into another one of the horns. And then he takes the horns over to a keg and starts filling them up, both with ale. And you see as he's filling them with ale, he grabs another bottle of what looks like mead and starts pouring it over the top of them. And finally he finishes, and foam is rolling out of the top of this thing. And he sets them down in front of the two of you. And he rears back, and he kind of puffs out his chest for a second, and then he yells across the bar, "Horns of the bull!" And the crowd just kind of loses their shit. They go ape, and you hear people cheering, and everybody's staring at you.
I am suddenly very concerned. I just, well, yes, I do know where I'm at, but I don't believe I've ever actually been here. Nice. Wow. It's been a while since I've drank much, and I'm kind of just eyeing this concoction warily.
And rightly you should be. It is, and you can smell it, it is pungent. And there's something about the various mixtures in there that is making it possibly even more pungent. You're not entirely sure. It is a hell of a thing. You see the barbarian, he claps you on the back, kind of knocks you forward a little bit into your mug, or your horn rather. And he just lifts up his yak horn and toasts to you, just raises it up towards you and just gives you a big, partially toothy grin.
I guess I just kind of take mine. Just, right. Well.
All right. And in the background, you can hear a lot of the patrons are slapping on the tables kind of in rhythm. And they're just like, chug.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. He starts chugging.
About to get alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, in one shot. All right. It is a constitution check. Oh, boy. Okay.
All right. So normal con check?
Yep. -1. Jesus.
All right.
All right, I'm not gonna.
The wizard thinks of your drink,
right? I won't make you make the second con check. You are starting to down that, and it tastes both beautiful and foul at the same time.
Beautifully foul.
The barbarian just starts coughing, and you see foam kind of spraying out of his lips, like some of the beer foam and everything, spraying onto the table, and he's coughing and making his eyes do some very bizarre things. But he sees you keep going at it. He needs to make his second check. You do not. You're going to automatically succeed your second check.
Oh my god.
Barbarian is drowning.
He is coughing. A lot of the fluid is just pouring right back out of him, like onto the bar, and everybody's, oh. And he goes, go ahead and roll your last con check as you guys are chugging this down.
Can I get another nat 20? That would be amazing. I would love another nat 20. Close enough.
Oh my god, dude.
Wow.
This wizard just takes this drink, is like, strong but good.
The barbarian goes to like finish his, and he goes to set the horn down on the bar, but misses the bar, and it just falls to the ground as he falls over backwards. His eyes aren't closed, but they're rolled up into his head a little bit. And The bartender pushes your gold back to you and swipes up the barbarian's gold. And he looks to you and he just kind of puts his hands over. Winner! Everybody cheers to you. A couple of people bring their over their own steins of beer and ale and whatnot and set them down in front of you like they're expecting you to drink more.
Oh, God. I kind of look at these extra drinks, kind of puzzled. Just right. Still kind of new here. Do I need to drink these?
Nobody really seems to be paying that much attention, but I guess it's some form of good luck for you to take a sip or something out of their beer. You're not sure. I was really hoping you'd get to see what the hangover cure was, because that was the best. You are definitely feeling it, by the way. I mean, not as much as you should be, but you are like pleasantly drunk. Like there's really not much wrong with this.
He's applauding your victory.
I was gonna say, with these extra drinks in front of me, should I roll anything to figure out what I need to do, or is it just kind of like a take a sip from them? Someone whisper anything?
The bartender does lean over to you and he's like, it's good luck and tradition to take a sip of their stein so that they can have a good night drinking.
Fair enough then. And I just kind of go around drinking from the various steins.
All right, go ahead and make me another con check.
This is gonna be where I die. Oh, or not.
Yeah, you're drinking down the beer. People are chatting with you. Gurky, you notice that this would be an ideal time to get away with something if ever you were going to get away with something.
Something like what?
Well, there's lots of pockets to pick.
Lots of pockets to pick. Everyone's cheering and having a good time. Not really paying
The barbarian is completely passed out on. Wow.
That's a shame.
You found a shiny button that you really like.
You're more impressed with the weird bubbles that are coming out of the barbarian's mouth as he lays there on the ground. Yeah, you're really not seeing much in the way of opportunity, but then again, you're really not thinking it for some reason. You're pretty entertained. You should be wasted drunk right now, but you're just pretty happy. What is it that you guys are going to do with your evening?
I'm gonna just make some small talk with the bartender and ask him like, so wow, that was strong. How does that normally go? I feel like he should have won. I kind of like look back at the barbarian.
He's like, normally I have my bouncer escort the both of you out of the tavern, but it looks like he'll only be pulling one person out tonight. It's usually not going to go this well. Ask Rawless. Yeah, Rawless isn't there, but so
I wasn't sure if you're saying that in person or not. So
no. What are you two going to do for the night? Are you guys going to try to make it out to the ruin? Are you going back to your room?
So we were sent here.
How far is the ruin?
Yeah,
it's about a third of a mile away, but it's a hike up the side of a saddleback of a mountain. So
it would take very long to get there.
Probably about an hour or so.
Because I don't want to travel in sunlight.
It's
prefer not to.
It's late evening right now, so it's already pretty dark.
Well, could rest till early morning and then head up before the sun rises too high.
Okay. How's that sound to you, Tim?
Well, seeing as I'm currently drunk, probably don't want to be going out adventuring currently.
Or do you?
I mean, yeah. Also, no.
Are you guys?
Actually, I'm gonna make my own roll here. All right, yeah, I still have my wits about me. I'm just, as much as it sounds like a good idea to kind of go out and do something like, can't function right now.
All right, so you guys just gonna retire for the evening and try to leave early morning then?
I'm gonna ask the barkeep if there's any way he could get us up in the morning, like before dawn.
Me? No. But I can send one of my maids up to get take care of that.
That would be that would be great if you could.
He taps the table a little bit. Bellhop holding out his hand type thing.
Right. Yes. I had a phrase. Wow, brain fart. Okay.
So you had a turn of phrase.
Right. How much?
The horns affecting you out of game too.
You don't owe him for their horns. He's expecting a tip. If you want him to get somebody to wake you up.
I see. Okay. Yeah, I give him a few silver pieces.
Okay.
Hopefully that's good enough.
Yep.
Hopefully.
He sinks that right into his little belt pouch and continues on his way and serving people drinks, bringing out food. You guys are pretty full, and if you choose to retire, this is like the perfect time for it to get a rest before early morning.
Yeah. I'm good. My character's happily drunk, so.
Right.
Apparently me too, since I can't fucking think.
All right, you do the same, Gurky?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. We will go back over to these guys and see what they're doing, which I think they're securing their positions.
Yeah, they had propped up some wood and stuff against the doors.
Back down here. Yep. And here they are
We're batting down the hatches.
with basically no damage. I guess Ross took a little bit of damage. But that's already gone, so. I feel better, though.
I feel better.
It's kind of like when we were fighting that white.
I don't think that was supposed to turn out that way, because I remember when he had me drawing that thing, it was supposed to be a lot, just how he described how wicked this thing was. And I guess if it had hit us, we would have known, but it never hit us.
It almost did, and it almost did 20-something necrotic damage.
Yeah, which would have been a death sentence, like instantly. All right, so the three of you are back into the servant's room or the groomsman's room, whatever you want to call it, with the busted bunks. If you guys are trying to take a rest here, you can probably salvage what is left of the mattresses. They're stuffed with hay, but that hay is kind of old and brittle. But you can probably salvage a little bit out of them. Throw your bedrolls down on them. Something to that effect. You've got the goblin tied up. What would you like to do? There's still a bunch of rubble in this room. Do you want to clean it up? Do you guys just want to pass out?
I'm going to do a medicine check and bandage up this goblin while we have him tied up and everything.
Okay, go ahead and make your roll. He is hurting pretty good. It looks like his arm was broken, so. That's not bad. Yeah, his arm is broken, but it's just it's a pretty standard break. It's not a compound fracture or anything like that. You're able to get it kind of splinted up with one of the pieces of chair leg in there, and he's still out though. He is way unconscious. He's got a pretty good black eye going. His jaw looks a little canted to one side, but he is alive and he is breathing okay. Ross, what you doing?
I'm gonna set up a nice little bedroll for the lady.
Okay. And there is
No, I'm gonna set up my own.
She kind of shoos you off. You guys can, you could attempt to use that fireplace, but you don't know what's up there.
Yeah, no.
Or maybe it's because they don't know what's up there that they should use it.
Right?
God.
That I have tempted to just to see what comes out of there.
No. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
kinda
What's a little
game,
fire
Rom.
gonna do? Huh?
I'm game for that.
Okay.
Are you guys?
I mean, warm rations is better than cold rations.
Exactly, and I'm freezing.
Yeah, so we'll start a little fire up in that too, up in the fireplace.
You're gonna start a fire? Okay.
Yeah, we'll keep it small just in case the smoke doesn't go anywhere. So that way it's easier to put out.
The smoke for a few minutes seems to be going up the chimney fairly well, and then just after a little bit of smoke starts spilling out from underneath. It seems like it's pretty clogged up somewhere along the way.
Okay.
But it's nothing horrible. I mean, this place is pretty spacious. Do you guys have the doors closed? Oh yeah, you have them boarded up basically.
Yeah.
But you can keep the fire going long enough to heat up your food.
Yeah. We'll at least do that.
Okay.
You always like warm up on embers.
Yeah, warm up a little bit and warm up the food a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's not the most satisfying meal. Rations never are, but it is warm, and you guys feel fairly comfortable for the time being. It's not too bad, not too shabby.
And then I'll have some rations set aside for our little goblin buddy too, for when he wakes up.
All right. He's out. Let me go ahead and roll another constitution check for him, but he's going to be at a -3. Wow. Actually,
he smells the food and just
he really was hungry. So he seems to stir. He doesn't take fright at you guys or anything. Apparently, this is commonplace for a goblin in a world of bugbears. Who knows?
Right.
But he sits up, he's bound, and he sees the food next to him, and he kind of somebody's breathing right into the mic. That's okay. He sees the food, and he kind of looks at you guys as he slowly leans his face towards the food. And if nobody reacts, he just eventually starts kind of nibbling and eating on it.
I'll scoot him closer and give him food. So.
All right.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, this is what I tried to do in the first place, speaking goblin to him the whole time. So.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion.
-1.
But nat 20. Do it.
13. He seems to be taking that into consideration. He's not really saying much. His mouth probably hurts, and he's using what energy he has to eat the food.
You said his jaw was kind of banged up, right?
Yeah.
I'm actually, you know what? While I'm feeding him, I'm gonna touch his jaw and cast healing word on it.
All right. Is there anything that we need to roll? Or do you just roll the...
I mean, unless he's gonna resist it.
He's not resisting anything. He's just being wary.
That was a lot of healing.
Yeah, it was. You see a look of shock go through his eyes. Your hand glows kind of a greenish yellow for a moment. He looks suddenly shocked, and he starts clenching his fingers and his broken arm there. And he starts wiggling his jaw around, and he seems a little elated at the whole thing, but he's still suspicious as hell. So you brought him back up to full health, basically. All right, so is there anything else you guys are doing for the evening, or are you going to try to get some rest?
I'm going to get... I figure we can probably try and get some rest. I'm going to try and coax this goblin a little bit, so...
What, interrogate him, or...?
Not interrogate him yet.
Question,
just kind of make small chat with him. Try to get a name out of him. Introduce ourselves to him.
All right. Are you doing that before you go to sleep, or once you guys wake up?
I'll do that and I'll let these two rest for a little bit. So.
Okay. You talk to him, and he doesn't respond to anything at first. Go ahead and make another persuasion check. Are the two of you getting rest?
Yeah.
Okay. Aspen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I was about to say, but with advantage, not like it matters.
Right. He's still suspicious, and he lays down, and he looks like he's trying to pretend to sleep, except he's still got one eye open, but he doesn't think you can see that or something.
I'll let him rest too then once he lays down. So.
All right.
I mean, he's still tied up, so he can't do much anyways. So.
All right. Are any of you keeping watch, or are you all going to get some sleep? What's the plan here?
I'm letting them rest while I'm basically watching. So.
Okay. Let's.
I'll let one of them take over after a while.
Okay. You have a perfectly uneventful shift there. Literally nothing happens. Like, at one point in time, you think you heard a drop of water, but you're not sure. All right. Enough time passes that you think you can wake somebody else up for a shift.
I'll wake up Rawless.
Okay. Rawless, you are being shaken awake.
All right.
It is
Time
Braum.
for me to babysit?
What's that?
Time for me to babysit?
Yeah,
All right.
be nice to him.
Hey, I'm the nicest guy here.
All right, so you're getting some rest.
Right in front of the little guy.
Ross, are you doing anything in particular during your shift?
I want to see if I can talk to him, even if I can't speak Goblin. Like, try to be like, hey, you hurt me really bad. But
He is quite out of it. His tongue is hanging out of his mouth, but basically onto the ground, and he's snoring like you've never heard anything snore before.
Oh, dang! Can I poke him?
You can.
Okay, I want to.
Are you gonna try and feed him while he's sleeping?
I'll like crush up and like just sprinkle some food on his tongue.
Yeah, no, he just kind of blows dust back at you. He's just laying there. He is out.
Not to laugh out loud.
Let's see if anything happens while you're up. Oh, yes.
No.
Where is this? Roll a perception check, Ross. This will be interesting.
Something's coming out of the chimney.
You guys. I'm gonna yell at you guys.
What'd you roll?
I haven't got there yet. No. Perceptions. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait, never mind. I don't know. 19. Yes. Good job.
Lucky.
Yeah.
All right. If I can find it in my own book. All right. So as you're trying to pester the goblin, you hear kind of a weird clicking, clattering sound coming from the chimney. It sounds a bit like stones kind of falling down out of it.
Oh, shit. All right. Well,
Itsy bitsy spider.
Yeah. I'm gonna kick Braum and then shake Aspen up. Be like, hey, something's in the fucking chimney. I told you. Then I get my greatsword ready.
All
Why
right.
do you think something's in the chimney?
What?
Why do you think that? Why did you wake me up?
I literally heard like stones coming down from the chimney. Something's up there. It sounded like something is moving up there.
All right. Everybody
You're
roll a
right.
perception check.
Well, if Princess wants to go back to sleep, be my guest. Oh,
What the fuck? You guys aren't allowed to roll anymore.
You know what? I gave you a bunch of ones on my perception checks. So.
man.
He's owed this.
All right. You guys see this lovely critter, or maybe two of them. It kind of looks like two of them coming out of the chimney. They appear to be kind of like crabs or spiders, probably about the size of a large cat, small dog, about 2 to 3 feet-ish. And instead of a shell on its back, like a lot of crabs have, it just has a skull. There's one at first, and you just slowly see the empty eyes of the skull kind of stick down from the chimney in the dying embers of the fire that you lit there. And then another one.
Sculptura.
The fuck is that?
You've never seen it before.
No. Fuck no.
If I can move him without my thing bugging out. There we go. So yeah, there are two of them. And they're coming out of the chimney.
Like, do you see this? Are you seeing this?
Are you seeing this? All right, they don't need to actually be upside down. I don't know why I did that.
All right, so you might have been right.
Yeah, might have. How's that lukewarm food taste now?
Still tastes better than cold.
It would take me cold just fine.
All right, you guys, go ahead and roll initiative.
Alright, here we go.
I need to pull up the stats for these guys. This would be interesting.
And nice. Okay.
That's not bad. All right. Go ahead and do a single roll for the two of them.
All in order again.
Sweet.
So apparently they weren't coming out to get you. They were just coming out for a nightly excursion. Didn't even realize you were there. Probably going to get some food. They set their eyes on the goblin off in the corner before they realized the rest of you are there. So go ahead and do whatever it is that you're doing. And we will start with, it looks like, Braum.
All right, so let's see. Is there any? Yeah. So yeah, I'll per my bonus action cast Shillelagh,
Okay.
and then I'll hit that one that's closest to me. I'll
So-
swing at it, I should say. I can't say I'm hitting it yet.
Okay. Go ahead and make a swing. Barely hit, but you do. Go ahead and roll your damage.
9.
Damn, dude. All right, you crack at a really good one. They kind of become aware of you at the last second, right before your stick strikes into the thing. It falls from its grip in the upper part of the fireplace there and kind of lands right above the embers and skitters a little bit. But yeah, you smack it a really good one. Let's see. Oh, I need to see how many freaking hit points this thing has. Let's use the regular dice so you guys can see. All right, so you smack that thing, and yeah, it seems to fracture some of the skull that this thing is in. So, all right, Rollis.
Okay. I have a question real quick.
I might have an answer.
So I have 2 hand axes.
Mhm.
Are bonus actions only if you have certain like abilities or like literally like actions that? Because I was wondering if I used both hand axes, could I use both?
Technically, yes, but it doesn't work very well unless you become proficient in dual wielding. It might actually be more of a hindrance if you were to try, because it's not as easy to hit with either one of the axes as it would be to try a one-handed or a regular two-handed attack.
Yeah, without the proficiency, you're offhand. You're making without a strength bonus.
Yep.
Yeah, so 2-weapon fighting, you can attack with your bonus action if you have a weapon in your second hand, but you cannot add your ability modifier to the damage, and you do not have your proficiency bonus for the attack.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it has to be light, I believe. Yeah, light
Yeah.
weapon.
But that would be a good thing for you to look for in the future when you level up, is to possibly go into dual wielding, because that would be kind of sick on a barbarian.
Yeah.
Dual wielding are great weapon, yeah.
Yes. Also, it'd be very handy. Honestly.
For cracking open crab legs.
Yep.
That sounds so good.
Actually, it really does.
Right?
I just ate and now I'm hungry again.
Yeah. I had to
Some
go
crab
for
legs, melted butter. Yep.
Oh my god, stop.
All right, go ahead and make your attack.
Good attack.
Oh.
Huh?
Oh, sorry. I was looking at Braum's attack there. His buck and a quarter staff.
Hey.
That just barely hits too. Go ahead and roll your damage. I'm assuming you're attacking the same one.
Yeah.
All right. You managed to crush that first one. You bring your sword down into it, and it just basically splits the thing in half. Its little legs are kind of skittering out the sides. It flips upside down, and you can see some sort of nasty, hideous, toothed, like, I wouldn't call it a face, but multiple eyes and all these teeth sitting at like a perfect ring. It's pretty grotesque, but yeah, you damn near split the thing in half, and its legs are still kicking. The other one is still alive, however. But yeah, Aspet, it is your turn.
Get it, girl.
I think I will use my warhammer.
Okay. I assume you're going to move up here to attack. That's a good, a 1919. Her.
Yay.
You guys are seriously rolling doubles. All right, that's definitely going to hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. Five damage. You bring your warhammer down on top of it and put a definite crack and dent into the skull of this thing as it lets out a little weird squeak. The goblin off in the corner starts screaming about Scalder! Scalder! Oh! And you see him trying to like get back, like scoot into a corner. The remaining Scalder, as he calls it, is going to attack. Let's see. We'll roll a d4 for this. Rawless. This thing looks like it's trying to jump at you and get you with its mandibles. It is doing. Oh yeah, we're gonna do a dash attack. It's trying to leap onto your face.
Gross. Spiders that way. I'm sorry.
I feel like I've seen this somewhere before.
No spiders, just weird hermit crabs.
Why? Oh my god. Okay.
Untouchable.
Duck and weave.
Did you just roll a d4 again?
You would think, right? Yeah, it tries to jump up and get your face, and you just kind of put your hand like stop, and the thing just kind of falls to the ground. It does get another action though, so 1 moment.
Oh, shit.
All right, it is going to attempt to sting you.
It just like leaps at you, and you're just like, no French kisses tonight.
Right? Sorry. I need a first date.
Oh, this is nasty if it hits.
That's never a good thing to hear.
You're saving yourself for Aspen?
Son of a
No.
bitch.
I like how between the two campaigns I'm in here, the roles have basically flipped.
Right? Yeah, it sticks up this kind of spider-like butt, but it's got a giant cross between a wasp and a scorpion stinger on the end of it. And this butt just kind of, almost like it's its own limb, just kind of swings towards your legs, but it misses.
Oh, thank God.
Go ahead and roll initiative, guys. I need to roll something here too. That is not right.
What is happening?
Well, I rolled a d12 to see if there were more, and there are. So now I get to see how many more are coming.
Oh, I see.
Whoa.
I
I thought that was a
your
D20 at
initiative.
first. And yeah.
Oh my lord.
You guys hear a bunch more skittering coming from inside the chimney. So we're going to go ahead and leave that one. I'm going to go ahead and open up your view a little bit so you can just see where I'm.
You're gonna glare at them both like, I fucking told you. He's not gonna let this go.
Now you can rage, right?
Yeah, I can rage.
Uh,
But will I? After you didn't want to listen to me.
I don't know if she can. Do you have to wait between long rests? Well, I guess you.
I think it's a
Rest.
short rest. Yeah, I think she recovers her rages on a short rest.
Let's see.
It should
Let's
say in
see.
your rages description there.
Yeah.
Lasts for 1 minute. Once you have raged the maximum number of times. Well, what's the maximum number?
2.
Oh,
for
so
her.
you may rage 2 times at first level, 3 at third, 4 at sixth. Okay. So yeah, 2 of them.
All right. Well, what'd you guys get for initiative? 17, 17, and 16? Jesus.
Yes.
All right. Rawless, you go first.
Oh shit, yeah, it is me. Oh my god. Okay.
Need like a whirlwind attack or something.
Oh,
Right.
I would love
Well, there is that one wave attack. Thunder wave.
Yep. Are you catching that, Aspen? That would be a really good one to use right now.
All right. Okay, so I still have. You said I had 2. but it didn't say anything about the rest though.
Yeah, you don't have to rest between them, I don't think.
No, you must finish a long rest before you can rage again.
Mm.
It's the very last line.
Yeah, but that's after you've gotten the maximum number.
Yeah, she's already
Oh.
raged twice.
Yeah.
Oh, has she?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So,
We raged against
Or-
the spiders, and then she raged against the bug
Machine.
Yep. Definitely against the machine.
yes.
Nope. So
And attack. The
No
one
rage.
no rage. No.
that- No rage.
Your long rest got interrupted. No rage for you.
Damn it.
That's okay.
Oh. Oh.
That's a hit.
What?
Are you going after this guy right here?
Yeah, the one like right in front of me.
Okay. For 9 damage, yeah, you crack yet another one, damn near in half. It's still alive, but it looks like 2 or 3 of its legs are out of commission, and it's making some kind of gross movements as it tries to adjust its movement pattern.
Ew.
All right, Aspent.
Now, I thought when I tried to use the Thunder Wave before that it would hurt other people.
Right.
That's
So
just because they were in
my
the way.
people.
right. So the way this works is it hits 9 blocks. So it's going to be those 9 blocks directly in front of you. So it's that row of 3 and then another row of 3 on top of it and another row of 3 past that. So it basically creates a square
Okay,
in
so it
front of
doesn't
you.
go out to this left and right.
Nope.
Or behind
No.
me.
No.
Okay.
Nope. Goes out in front of you.
All right.
So it would hit this one,
I understand.
this one. Yep, and this one.
Okay.
It says each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you. And
Yep.
that it's as far as I'm understanding is focused on you going 15 feet out.
No.
That's what I thought.
Let's
So
see.
basically, you're standing in the middle of the 15-foot cube.
Right.
Here, one sec. So there's, what is it? Thunder Wave 5e. Thunder Clap 5e, I think it was.
Thunder Wave.
This one's Thunder Wave.
Well, no, I know. I was looking up both because they are different things. And I think Thunder
Yeah.
Wave is out in front of you, whereas Thunder Clap is the one that goes around you. Yeah, so Thunder Clap, you create a burst of thunderous sound that can be heard up to 100 feet away. Each creature within range other than you must succeed. And yeah, it's just 5 feet around your character. Thunder Wave, however, sweeps out from you.
Yeah, it
Each
originates
creature in a
at you, but not around you.
Oh,
It's not centered around you.
Think of it as Thunderclap as just kind of I don't know how to describe that one actually, but Thunder Wave is literally like a wave of sound originating from you.
Yep, rolling out.
I thought it basically bursted from you all around.
That's what I
Okay.
thought.
No, and one
Okay.
way you can tell too is if it has like a cube or a shape or something like that to it, it's usually the spell will say like a point you choose and then in this area, or in this case it originates from you, but you still get to choose like where it is pointed, I guess. That didn't make much sense.
No. I mean, if she still gets to pick where the cube is, then
Yeah.
Too
Right.
bad I don't get to use my cool ass fire spell thing here. Because I don't have one for Thunderwave. But anyways, so we have the cube. Who drew the cube?
Oh, me. Here, sorry, I'll get rid of it.
Okay. So you're going to go ahead and cast that? I don't think you even need to roll to hit, if I remember
no,
correctly.
it's a save on their side.
Okay, and the DC
Make
is
a
going to be...
Constitution.
What is the DC on her spells?
14.
That is not a save. That is not a save. And that is not a save. Did I just...
So then they take 2d8 damage and are pushed 10 feet away.
If
Which,
Just like that, they cease to exist.
yeah, they're going to go squish against that wall is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
All right, so roll 2d8 for each one of those. You can find that in your little dice. Yep, there you go. Perfect. So 7 for that first one.
7 for the second one.
7.
13 for the third one.
Oh, Jesus. All right. So none of them made their
The other
saves.
2 clattered into the third one.
Yeah, this one gets blown back into that one, and they both squish. They're dead. It is a pile of crushed skull and twittering legs. This one gets pushed backwards, smashes into the wall. We're going to add an extra d6 of damage in there for it smashing into the wall for another 3 points. It's not dead, but it is seriously damaged. So yeah, you just eradicated most of those little suckers.
Does Rawls now get an attack of opportunity against the one that did get pushed out of her attack range?
Yeah, actually, that would be correct, because, yeah, that would be in her... Yep. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Does 21 hit?
It doesn't even matter what you roll for damage. It's going to be an automatic squish with your strength bonus. So, yeah, that one gets blown into the air, and as it's sailing back towards the wall, Rawless manages to cut it in half, and it squishes and makes a beautiful splat mark against the wall in the background there. That leaves one left. Brom, your turn. Aspent the Exterminator.
Right?
Right, for real.
Smack it with my stick.
You're going to hit it with the shillelagh?
Yep.
And you do.
I smack it real good. For another 5 damage.
All right. It's not dead, but you've broken a couple of its legs. It skitters, and it is going to try and sting you. It is a little freaked out right now.
So uneventful.
That does not hit.
Damn.
All right. Go ahead and roll initiative, guys. Not that I think you really need to.
Okay.
Well, they actually...
Yo.
All right. Ross.
Alright. I'm gonna whack it again.
Yeah, if you manage to hit, it's over.
Oh.
13.
Oh. Does that hit?
Did that hit?
That's what I'm finding out.
Well, 16 barely hits. Then probably. Oh, it does?
Oh, no. I'm sorry. It doesn't. I was thinking she rolled a 16. No, that does not hit. So you swing your sword and it crashes into the fireplace, knocking a bit more dirt and debris down onto the little fire pit that you had to go in there. But you missed the scolder. So it is Aspen's turn.
Well, can I use my warhammer? Am I close enough?
You can get close enough, because that would require you moving basically not into the fireplace, but right up against the fireplace. But yes, you can.
Okay. Let's give it a shot.
All right.
Oh.
It kind of scuttles into the corner under a piece of broken bench right as you swing your hammer, and you crush the bench completely in half. But you miss the scolder. And let's see.
They're soulmates.
It would be their turn
They
now.
crush the benches in half.
All right, Oogie, it is going for you. What is your AC?
For the opponent.
15.
That'll hit. I mean, a little bit of conflict. All right, so let's
Is that
see.
with the stinger or?
Yes.
Ooh.
Oof.
It does 1 hit point of damage per size, so it's 2 hit points. And I need to roll some percentile dice here. So that's always a good thing when I do that.
39. Wow.
All right. It stings you, and the stinger breaks off in your leg.
Ooh.
And this thing isn't actually dead. It's not like a bee. It doesn't just die after it loses its stinger. But it is your turn.
Okay. Ow. That hurt a little bit, and probably a little more. So I'll whack. Oh, yeah, I'll hit it with my stick again. trying to get it away from me now after it hurt me. And
Okay.
I'm gonna miss.
Yep, you do miss.
That was enough of a distraction to make me.
Yeah,
see
it
some more.
burns like hell. I mean, wounds always hurt and they have a degree of burn to them, but this burns unnaturally. Like it is just starting to become the only thing you can focus on.
Okay.
All right, initiative, guys.
Yeah, I'm really distracted by
Yeah,
that.
it's really hurting you.
Fuck.
All right, they're going first. It seizes its opportunity and it's going to go to try to strike. Aspent.
Go stabby stab.
Do remember you. Oh, it misses terribly. It raises up a threatening pincher and kind of clicks it towards you, but nothing really happens. If it had hit, you could have used your kick-ass Tempest cleric power, where you could automatically zap them when they hit you.
Oh, yes.
But it didn't hit you, so yeah, it would be Rawliss's turn.
Alright.
Fucking squish it, kill the spider.
Mhm. Fuck.
You miss. Yeah, and you swing your sword down, and this thing is starting to feel a little bit like it's going to win this thing, and it's starting to scuttle around, climbs up the side of the fireplace. Your sword swings and misses. You break a little bit more of the bench.
You rolled a 69.
It's because you all are crowded in the corner. You see, it's small. It can maneuver. You guys can't. That's what's going on here.
Yeah. That would be Aspent's turn.
I'm gonna go with a crossbow this time, just for fun.
Okay, go ahead and roll it. You fire your crossbow. It clacks off on the rocks back behind the thing, but it does not hit.
And it also gets an attack of opportunity now.
Does it?
Yeah, it's a ranged weapon being shot in melee.
I don't think they did that. I thought it was just disadvantage on the attack.
Not that it would matter.
If you spellcast or shoot within in melee without the proper feats, it provokes attacks of opportunity.
I don't know about that. I mean, can be, however, up to DM's discretion. I just don't remember that being a rule in 5e.
Let's go ahead and have Brom go. See how much problem one of these fuckers can be, and yet you took like 5 of them out, no problem.
Right.
Or 4 of them, I guess. This
I'll
would be
swing
the fifth.
again. 16.
All right, that hits. That is
Pushing
pretty
through
much
that
an
thing.
automatic kill. Yeah, it's toast. But yeah, you've got a
6.
barbed stinger. Yeah, it's absolutely dead. You got a stinger and a very puffy red, swelling wound. Yeah. So, not that your character knows any of this, but you make a perception check. Not that it would take much, to be honest, but all of you go ahead and make a perception check if you're checking out his leg.
I got a natural 20. I am noticing all the things about my leg.
Okay, there is what looks to be a little bit of a larva, kind of
I'm
that.
sure that's a new mole there.
That is definitely not a mole. That is a larva that is going out of the stinger and into your wound and is trying to crawl deeper into your wound.
Oh. We need to get that out.
Everybody go ahead and make a medicine check to see if you can figure out how to. Yeah.
Nope, I don't know much. I'm just saying get it out.
Hey.
Leave it to the cleric.
Kind of freaking out like, ah.
Right?
Aspen says
Get it out.
that you have to slice open the wound and then you have to apply fire for anything like that because it's kind of like a leech.
Okay.
So are you guys going to cut it out?
Who's got a knife?
Yeah, you guys all have daggers.
Prefer if we didn't use the greatsword.
I got my axes. Would you rather that?
I will help Brom.
Okay, so you're going to. So go ahead and roll your medicine again.
Okay.
Jesus.
Oh,
All right, so now we need a D3, which is.
thank you, sister.
Alright.
So you take 2 points of damage from the cutting open of the wound, but it gets down to where that thing is, and it is trying to cling on. And it is a nasty little. It looks kind of like a maggot or like any larva, but it's got 6 little spindly legs up towards the front of it, right towards its black little ugly head. And it is trying desperately to climb in further, but she goes ahead and she presses a piece of the ember from the fireplace onto there, and it instantly releases it. Go ahead and roll a d4 and try to roll low.
Reminds me of a botfly larva.
What's that? Yeah, they're very much.
I did not roll low.
All right, so she goes to cauterize basically the wound and get this thing off of here. It managed to do quite a bit of damage with its little tiny razor sharp claws as it's coming out, and the fire hurts like hell too. You take 4 more points of damage just getting this thing out of your leg, but your leg is cauterized and it has been removed. And there's this nasty squilling little piece of larva there that you can squish pretty easily now.
Should I be making a Constitution save at this point? That's a lot of pain to be going through.
It is, and it's a little bit more than that. So yes, you do need to make me 2 Constitution checks.
It's the first one. 13. Too bad I wasn't in the advantage.
That one actually succeeds though. So
And the second one.
16.
Oh, thank
Oh.
God I didn't have disadvantage.
That could have gone very differently.
I'm
yeah.
probably feeling a little woozy.
Yeah, you're definitely feeling
By a
woozy, but
little,
you managed to
a
keep your head.
lot.
Yeah, it was very, very fucking disgusting. But it is out.
Can
It
I
is
do
dead.
healing?
I'm sure there's
Yes, you can.
teeth marks in my quarterstaff at this point.
Are you going to try to heal or cure wounds or? Aspen?
Yes, I'll do cure wounds.
Okay.
I was seeing which was better.
You're out of your castings. I think you need a long rest to get both your castings back at this point. We're all tapped
okay.
out.
So how about
Yeah,
the healing word? Can I still do that?
that's a first level spell too.
Actually, she would be at the end of
It's a
her
bonus
long.
action.
She would be at the end of her long rest.
Okay.
It would be you two that have not had the long rest because she slept through the first 2 shifts. So yeah.
Okay. Never mind then.
So she is back up to full. So she can cast that. Go ahead and roll how much you heal him for. Which is going to be awesome because you already have such a high modifier.
By the way, for future reference, it does not provoke opportunity attacks. Casting ranged within melee range. It's just at disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Doing it. What am I doing?
It might have been a thing in a previous edition. I don't know. But yeah, in 5e, it's just a disadvantage.
Just go ahead and click roll a d8 over in your little dice thing there. And it'll be that plus 4. So yeah, that's 10 points.
Damn.
That gets me back up to full.
Okay.
Yeah,
You may be at
that
full
overall.
health, but yeah, you can definitely feel something coursing through your body. So like a cure poison or a cure disease would be necessary at this point, you think, but it's not overwhelming. And you are going to have a pretty good scar there for a while. Nasty little purple mark. So, but you're okay now. Yeah, those things could be a lot worse if they had actually rolled well. You guys could be dealing with a whole lot of that.
Yeah. Ooh.
All right, are you guys
We'll
gonna?
light another fire.
You guys want to investigate the chimney?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
roll your,
let somebody else do that. I'm still a little woozy over here, so
and probably disgusted.
yeah.
I don't think I'm good with investigation, but
Yeah, go ahead and roll your investigation, both of you, the 2 of you.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Don't die.
Ross, you got to lean your head up there, and some of those embers actually catch a little bit of your hair on fire.
Oh shit. God.
All right, Aspen, you see some more skulls that are up there, but there appears to be kind of some dried exoskeleton up there with them, so whatever was being housed in them is probably dead. You also notice that there's a bit of a shelf or like kind of a lip up inside the chimney. Probably about 2 feet up. You could reach up to it if you wanted to.
Hello.
Okay. Your hand brushes across some sort of leather, some sort of clinking little pouch. And roll another investigation check. Yeah, you just find the single pouch up there, actually. But if you pull it down, it is filled with some very old coins of unknown mint. There is both gold and silver in it. It appears to be about 4 gold and about 400 silver pieces in this little thing.
Damn.
Yeah. So
Must be heavy.
yeah, it's incredibly heavy.
That's a big pouch.
Yes.
Pulls it off the shelf. Make a strength saving throw.
No! Or crush Wallace's head as he tries to put the fire out. No, don't. But you do manage to pull out a rather sizable pouch. It's probably about like this. It's pretty hefty. It's got some definite weight to it. It clinks on the ground as you try to get a little bit of control over it. And you open it up, and there are a lot of shiny little coins in there. Do you tell them about the other skulls? Oh, and above the skulls, by the way, when you looked up there, there was just a bunch of rubble. So part of the chimney had collapsed, and they'd just been making a nest right up inside of there.
Blast it.
Burn it!
I think we got them all.
Okay.
Are you guys good at trying to finish your long rest?
Yeah.
Now, if a long rest is interrupted, can you get back to it, or do you have to start over? There's a question.
Just so you can get back to it.
That's a great question.
That's what I'm looking up right now. Let's see. Extended downtime, at least 8 hours long, which they must sleep for at least 6 of the hours. And during the other 2, it must be light activity, like reading, talking, eating, etc.
Fighting a spider.
If the rest is interrupted by a period of strenuous activity, at least 1 hour of walking, fighting, or casting spells, then you must begin to rest again. But this was not an hour; it was just
maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, they would still be able to continue it.
Okay, so are you guys going to go ahead and continue your rest with Aspent as the watch?
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and leave off there since we're actually 7 minutes past. So you guys are going to finish up your long rest and wake up. Your leg is slightly infected. And Michael, amazingly, you don't have a fucking hangover.
Yeah. Wow.
And Gurky, you're a little disappointed that none of the opportunities that you were hoping for have cropped up yet.
And
But we're going to cut off there, and we'll get back to it next week.
All right.
Also, I think once we get through with this first dungeon area, before we get to anything else, we'll go ahead and do an experience, like a milestone experience at that point with some added bonuses. I think is how we're going to do it. So,
Great.
but all right, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching.
Later, everybody.